to get extra on their own. They're limited stock, details at the bottom of the screen, but I thought I'd show you that again because they're absolutely terrific. Love those.
So this is a good example of how the die sets are, they work together so flawlessly, really. So this is the Crystal Christmas, and this is the festive and aperture from the festive frames.
So both of them will work together?
Yes, because we've kept the same measurements for the apertures and so the slots, so you can literally mix and match, and they just work beautifully together. In fact, they work so well together that when I'm putting the sets back on the magnetic sheets, you think, well, which goes where? Which one? Not that it matters if you're at home, you know, who cares? Don't mind. Store your dies how you like. But.
Yeah, exactly. If you are going for both of the sets, it won't matter if they get mixed up because they'll just work.
Absolutely. So connecting, I always start with the bottom and then the top, and I always work from the inside. So start with the smallest one and work your way out. But that's how simple they connect.
That is absolutely fantastic.
I might hold it up this way.
Yeah, and look at that. And you've got that little spin in the middle. You've got no wires, no glue at all. So something like this, you know, if you were cutting out lots of the different elements and you're sitting down with maybe the grandkids or your children and you're making and creating cards, you won't need to have that glue around, which is brilliant.
Very good.
Yeah. So pretty, so beautiful. And remember, both of the sets interact with each other. You can buy them separately, you can buy them together. We've got something called Flexi-Buy. So you can divide the cost over payments, which is a great way to buy. And remember, club members, you get an extra 20% off the price for the fabulous promotion we've got running at the moment. You can head to the website and see all of the items that we've got available for you. We're going to head back with Angela in a moment's time. But if you do want to get any extra of the paper pads, very, very busy on those, just to give you a heads up. We do have more shows with Angela later on tonight. Whether they're still here with us or not later on, I'm not sure. But it's entirely up to you. So, stock-wise, on the Crystal Christmas, half the stock has gone. Half the stock has gone already. This is the first show from Angela. We had a sneaky peek in Craft Extra a little earlier on. If you want to go for the Angela Poole's Slot and Spin Christmas Frames die, that's available at $34.99. But yes, you've guessed it, if you're in the club, you get 20% off that price. So it's a great way to buy. And you will be able to make and create beautiful designs time and time again. Not just as the moving kinetic cards, but you can also use these maybe for just a flat card. And it's still going to look absolutely amazing, and you can use your foam pads on there to bring the designs out, but you've got all those beautiful designs within to start using. And if you want to go for the stamps as well, the stamps look absolutely beautiful within the system, but they also look fantastic when you're making and creating your other design cards. If this is your first journey into card making and you've just bought yourself a die cutting machine, these are going to be so easy to make and create, and they're going to impress the recipient just fantastically so. These are the cards that will remain on the mantelpiece. And again, if you've got a craft fair, for example, these are the ones that people are going to be attracted to instantly. Absolutely beautiful. Right, let's take a look at the first set that we've got available for you, including your dies and your paper pack. It's that luxury foiled card pack, so that comes included in this particular deal. 974513 is your item number, and you can divide the cost on Flexi and get that extra 20% off. So let's take the 20% off for club members, taking it down to £40.78. But of course, you can divide the cost of that into, is it 2 payments or 3? It is the reveal. 3 payments. Fantastic. £13.59 today, plus your P&P, another payment in a month's time, and then we'll take a further payment a month after that. But it does mean you get that fantastic system to start using instantly. 974513 is your item number. Now, we also have those fabulous stamps. I love these. I love the image of reindeers and deers at Christmas. In fact, any time of the year, throughout the winter, in the autumn, even in the spring. You've got elements here that, yes, say Christmas, like Merry Christmas and the snowflakes, but you could also use those with the beautiful deer just there, that would look gorgeous, I think, maybe heading into the spring. And then you could add some leaves or flowers into the antlers of the deer, which I think would be a great idea. $23.99. You've also got, look at that star sweep there. So that could be for a birthday. It doesn't have to be for Christmas. It's amazing. I love that. Let's take 20% off that for club members. Again, with our Craft Club celebration, club members get 20% off items in the show. That takes your price down to $19.19, and we'll also divide the cost for you as well. So that's 2 payments of £12, $629,898. Oh, $960 if you're in the club. Yeah, your first payment. Yes, that is not too dear. And it's not cheap, it's great value for money. There you go. Right, let's pop that down there. I'm going to leave that just there. A quick look at are we going to have a look at the stencils? Yes, we are. Right, busy for the stencils. Instantly when we saw these at the start of the show, they started flying out the door. Beautiful design. That lovely geometric design there. Let me just turn that around for the back, because that gives you a really nice idea of what you can start to create. And something like that doesn't have to be for Christmas, because you've got all the different colours and designs that you can bring into that with your designs, and they'd look really, really good on any design, whether you're making your gift box, your gift bags, or your cards, or something to match. Or maybe even using it on some furniture, upcycling. Look amazing. Love stencils for that. And these are excellent quality Mylar as well, so you'll be able to use these for your embossing details as well. £25.97. That's before your 20% discount, and that's for all three of those stencils, the 2A4, and then you've got your 6x6. So it's just over £20 for club members, and that gets you a tremendous amount of value when it comes to your stencils. 359 sorry, is your item number for that. That's your stencil trio. And then we've got your festive and florals, or your floral flurries. Festive floral flurries. It's like she sells on the she sells shore, or whatever it is. 592046 is your item number. Again, what a terrific way to enter into the world of card making. Not just card making, remember you can turn these into your baubles as well, which look amazing. You've also got your paper pad as well. You can see all the designs on the front there, luxurious and beautiful. You're saving over £11 if you're a club member. You can divide the cost. 592046 is your item number, and you've got 2 flexes as a club member of £12. £11.19. There you go, it's even better. 592046 is your item number. Right, your winter snuggles. Oh, it's sold out. Can we get any more? Can't get any more. That's now gone, so I'm going to take that away because I don't want to tease you, and I'll put something else in its place. There you go. I'll pop that there. Okay, so that's now gone and sold out. Let's have a look at the website as we head back to Angela. And this is where you can see all the different elements, any extra paper or card packs rather you want to go for. They're all on the website. And have a look at the stencils whilst you're there. You can buy them individually if you want to, but the best value for money is when you get all 3 together. So that's what we're recommending. But of course, you choose, you decide. It's your craft room. So if you just want one, you can do. We've got the deal of the day in there, stamps by me. So that's 11 stamps in there. If you want to go for that, you can do. And we've also got the other Kinetic card sets on there. Right, back with Angela. We're having a busy show, Angela.
We are.
Congratulations.
I can't believe that's sold out. It is a really nice stamp set.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
It's very lovely. I'm going to have a go at making this card.
Wow.
You know, this is not a less is more. This is just more.
That is fabulous. Look at that.
So, yeah, look at that.
My goodness. Is that from the festive floral flurries?
This is, say that again, 3 times really fast.
Festive floral flurries, festive floral flurries, festive floral flurries.
This is the Crystal Christmas. I'm going to use a festive frames one because it really doesn't matter. You can mix and match. This is the crystal with the 3D tree, which I'm using as an embellishment for the first time instead of. So yes, you can have your spinning trees, but you can also you can create scenes, and you don't just have to have one panel. You can have multiple ones. I very nearly put a small one here with a little star, and I thought I think that, you know, you could do that as well, make it your own.
I've just had an idea. How about an advent calendar using some of the apertures, and then you can move it? It'd be like an advent calendar. Well, it will be an advent calendar.
Janice, it's like one mind, because if I have time, my next demo, I've got one which is a perfect advent calendar.
Look at that. Two minds collide. I wish my mind was as good as yours. I'm sorry that mine's going into yours. I apologise now.
If we don't...
That's like watering something down with my mind going into yours.
If I don't have time to do the demo, I will pass the card to you and you will see. Yes. Really good idea.
Thank you.
Just to save a bit of time, I have pre-die cut the two apertures.
Okay.
So these are the dies I've used, the largest aperture and then this one here. So I'll just remove those and the waist so you can see it. I've also, this is the Flowers and Flurries, really lovely. It is only 200 GSM, so I've backed it with another sheet of the flowers. So you've got a combination, so 400. Just because I want a bit of strength, and whenever I add texture paste, because it's a wet medium, you do want a bit of strength with your card. And I've just pre-masked this. I was having a lovely time just crafting. I always do this, lose track of time. Crafting. I'm going to open this crackle paste.
Okay.
Here it is here. Over the bin, because for some reason this one always, lots of powder comes. And I don't really want it over my workspace. There we go. So
Thank you for being considerate.
Well, I thought I'd better explain what I was typing under the desk as well. Oh dear. So I do like, this is crackle. I quite like the white crackle and just the white sort of normal paste. We mentioned that our stencils are 350 micron. They're really thick, and what it means is you get that extra dimension when you're using your paste.
Yep. And also using them with the embossing techniques as well.
It really stands out. Like it's not subtle. You can really see it.
Now 40% has gone of the stencils. You get 3, 2 A4 and is it the 6x6?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, I've got them here.
It's a little 6x6. It's small but mighty. It's so useful.
It certainly is. So many elements and details in the stencils, and you get all 3 beautifully packaged as well. So they make a great gift for somebody if you want to go for those. And so many different uses. Easy to clean. Just put in soapy water.
Absolutely. I mean, if you're using paste and stuff, get them straight in water. But because they're so thick, they're actually, you can give them a good scrub and they will withstand it.
Love those. You can see the design on the back, and you also get that lovely little picture of Angela. Wallet size or key size. Put it in your key ring.
My kids do find that funny. Right then, so that's the paste. I'm just going to lift and reveal.
Oh, and that looks amazing.
Get that straight in water. If I lift this up, and then you'll get a better idea. If you're using texture paste, just make sure that the slots, actually I'm going to put the tool in the water as well, make sure that the slots are clear of paste. So I'll just get...
Gosh, that works really, really well, the way it's gone around the aperture.
It, yes.
Yeah.
So it's just so usable for your apertures, whether you're using inks or you know, as backgrounds or as the main focal point. This is going to be quite a prominent part of the design.
I think that shows off really well how you use the stencils as well, because this is a stencil that Angela used for that. But when you choose the line to follow, that's when you get your different effects, like the design that we're putting together right now. So lots and lots of different ways that you can use that.
And you can flip it as well, so you can use it either side. So depending on your design, you can decide whether you want the swooping, it's sort of hanging gems to go left or right. It's really useful.
Wow, love that. Beautiful. Again, very geometric, isn't it?
It is, yeah. They all work so well together. And you can just use little sections as well for your greetings, just to get a sort of hint of a crystal, and it just adds something. So I'm using some embossing powder over the wet paste, just while it's wet, so it sticks. So that was just a sort of generic translucent one, just for a bit of sparkle. And then this is the Wow Metaline Himalayan Musk. That's quite a
Himalayan Musk.
Yes, that's quite a name.
Oh, wow.
And I'm just going to put a little bit. It's really nice. It comes to life when you heat it up. So I'm just going to add small. I don't want to cover it completely. I just want a hint, because if you notice with the Flowers and Flurries card, there's a hint of purple coming through. So I just want to bring that out. Now I do have one I prepared earlier, because of course you need to let this dry naturally.
Yeah, okay.
So I travelled. There we go. I travelled from Bristol with one of these, which has not been heated. So let's pop that to one side. Put it on the floor where I'm going to stand on it in a minute. And here we go. This is the dried version.
Oh, lovely!
And it's already started. It started to crack, and that's how you know that it's
oh yeah,
that it's ready for heat embossing. So sorry about the noise.
That's okay. But it's nice to have a crackle paste because it just gives a different texture. Rather than a smooth texture, it adds detail, it adds like a point of difference.
It looks a bit mosaic, and as you heat the embossing powders, there's so many on the market, so you can get ones that are translucent or opaque, and they sort of seep into the cracks, and they can take on the colour of your paste. I think it makes your paste more usable. You're going to get more from it. You don't have to keep buying coloured paste as well. You can colour them yourself.
I didn't think about that. It would make it look mosaic. How beautiful is that? Wow. Very Gaudi-esque.
Yeah. And with the watercolour, the watercolour sort of effect from the florals and flurries, or even the crystal Christmas, I mean, it doesn't really matter whatever ink you've got at home, whatever you have in your craft stash already, you're going to find something that will work with it, because there's just so many colours.
Oh, look at this mosaic idea.
Right, I think we are about there. There we go.
Oh, that looks lovely.
Yeah, please. Perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do a bit of stamping. This is a frame from the matching die set, the Crystal Christmas, and I was going to do that, but do you know what, Janice? I'm going to use the festive frames to show how you can mix and match.
Perfect.
Because why not?
Why not? Yes, both of the systems work together, so you can mix and match. They both go down in the same size increments, so if you've bought one already and you want another, it's fine. They mix and match. If you get them mixed up in your craft room, it doesn't matter. Again, they'll all work perfectly together. They do come on a magnetic sheet, so you can keep them nice and safe in an area in your craft room, and you can number them and you can list them. That's entirely up to you, but you do get the magnetic sheets included. So the deal on the side of the screen there is for your festive frames, and that's £41.98, but if you're in the club you get 20% off that price, and you can divide it into 3 payments as well. It's £33.50 if you're in the club. That's a great discount.
That's really good. Such a great offer.
It really is.
I was about to use the Believe again, and I thought, why do I keep on picking up the same stamp? Maybe I'm just drawn to it, so I'm going to go for a different one.
I believe you are.
That was very good. And terrible.
Very terrible. Well, believe is a nice word, isn't it? Because it's like believe in fairies, believe in Father Christmas, believe in
yourself.
Yeah, believe in yourself.
Really nice.
And believe in life after love. I was front row when Cher sang that. I went to see her in concert and I was front row. There's another story how he got front row. I can't tell you that one.
I was just about to stamp a tree, and I can't stamp a tree because it's sold out, so I'm going to go for something else.
Oh, it did.
Quick, think
what
on
are you
your
going
feet.
to use?
I'm going to do snowflake. Quick, you're on the spot. What are you going to do?
I mean, you could use a tree, because technically they've sold out and it's part of your demonstration to show people at home if you wanted to.
Is that okay? Am I allowed?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Because it's looking shifty. Am I allowed? Okay, I'm going to do it.
What are rules for unless you break them?
Yeah, so I'll just blame
please
you.
Don't break any rules at home.
Oh dear.
Have you broke any rules, Angela?
Well, crafting rules, probably most on live TV, I'd imagine.
There are I can't speak. There are no rules in crafting.
There's not. It's just about having fun, isn't it? And losing yourself and losing what you're looking for.
All the time.
I know I'm having a good time when there's just layers. It's just layers and I can't find anything. Oh, making myself at home now.
Yeah, please do.
Right, so my stamps have stuck to one another. Here we go.
Now, we've got about 9 minutes left of this show. Or is it less? Less, about 7 minutes. But Angela, you're back tonight at 9?
7. I'm going to pass you. I'm going to pass you a card.
Ooh,
Because
now
I'm clearly not going to have time to do that.
this is amazing. And this is using one of the apertures, and then the central part. Is this the floral?
That is the Crystal Christmas, card pack.
Look at that wreath. Isn't that amazing? And all of those going around the outside edge. You can do that. There's no glue involved. No glue involved. And let's just open that up so you can see that from t'other side as well. Look at that. And they're all staying in, even if you give it a little bit of a wiggle.
Yeah, you could
That's
actually.
amazing.
You can really shake that. It's not going to go anywhere.
It's not.
When
Look
I
at
made it, I thought, have I just
Not like
created
me when I
another-
give it a shake. It's everywhere.
Well, I thought actually, because there's 12,
Yeah.
so you could actually give this to someone with the apertures empty, have count down to Christmas, so they could put 12, 11, 10 and count down to Christmas.
What a great idea.
That would be lovely.
That would be a good idea. Be like a clock. You could get one of those clock mechanisms and put it in the middle, and then this would be all the different, you'd be your own Roman numerals, but not Roman numerals. There would be snowflake numerals. Just, if you've ever wanted time to freeze, this would be the time.
Time to freeze.
That is just absolutely magnificent. You guys can do this at home easily. That is wonderful. I love that. I should pop that there.
So I'm not going to have time to finish this whole card, but I'll just connect the pieces. I'll show you. So I've die cut. This is the Crystal Christmas. I've die cut the little star and just connect bottom to top.
And they've been engineered in such a way
Yeah,
that they'll fit. They won't fall out.
They won't
What's
fall
the
out.
card stock that you recommend?
So I would say 250 plus.
Yeah.
Our card pack, which is 250, is actually the same thickness as normal 300.
Yeah.
There's actually card calipers, Janice, like a professional with the calipers.
Really?
Printers. Yeah, he measured the thickness. Not many people can have that claim.
Wow.
I know, so the thickness is the same as 300. And there we go. Look, it's just so. I think you're going to love this because it's just so simple.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's fun as well, and it's something a little different. Something, that when somebody receives this in the post, they will put it on their mantelpiece. If you want to sell these are the ones that people are going to be attracted to at your craft fairs, or maybe you want to sell them online as well. That is absolutely incredible. A very special occasion, not just for Christmas. You could make these as well. I mean, that would make a lovely anniversary card or wedding card, for example. You could put pictures of the family inside those apertures as well, which would be lovely.
I love photos on cards.
Yeah, that would look great. So if you've got, a new member to the family, just absolutely gorgeous. You choose and you decide with the sets that we've got available for you. We've had a couple of sellouts on the show. We've been busy with the stamps, but if you want to go for either of the sets, we do still have stock of those, and we're going to take a look at them in a moment's time. Angela has another show tonight at 7 p.m. with Paola, so that's going to be interesting because we're going to see what we've got left. Right, let's have a look at the website. This is where you can go to pick and choose what you would like. Remember, if you want any extra card packs, then it gives you a chance to pop those into your basket now and have them on your flexi. Now, we do need to tell you that we've been had a very, very busy show, and the Crystal Christmas frames spin set, connected spin set, 60% of the stock of that has gone. We've still got stock of the stencils. They've also been busy. You can buy them individually if you want to, but you know what? The best value for money is when you buy all three together. But there's nothing stopping you from buying all three and then maybe adding another one, let's say the 6x6, and that could be a gift for somebody, a Christmas gift. Whilst we've got the 20% off as club members, it's the best time, I think, to buy. I don't know if we're going to have another sale like this before Christmas. 20% off is a huge amount. It's a huge amount off great brand new items as well. So let's go to where we all started the show. I can't speak. It's with your Crystal Christmas, and this is the brand new one, isn't it, Angela?
Brand new card pack and die set. Yeah.
We've got some lovely samples here, and if you're thinking, right, I need to go and get some wire, I've got to get some glue, Don't need any of that, do we?
I don't want our die sets to do that. I like them to die cut everything you need.
Yes.
So you've got the die set and you don't need anything else.
And it's the way that they've been designed, the engineered way that they've been designed, is that they'll fit perfectly. A little like if you've had your MDF, for example, and you've built and created your designs and they've been precision cut. That's what your dies are going to do for you. They're going to precision cut the card, so they just slot together and work perfectly. 974513 is your item number if you want to go for your Christmas frames die set and luxury foiled cardstock. We are approaching 60% of the stock, 70% of the stock gone, beg your pardon. Remember, club members, you get 20% off. Oh my goodness, can I say a huge thank you?
Thank you as well, it's been fun.
Oh, it has. It's been too long. It's been too long, but I'm glad we've done the show together today. Back at 7 o'clock tonight with Paola. Have a good rest in between shows. Carry on crafting. You're more than welcome to do it here. And we'll see you guys in a few moments' time, but please do check out your baskets. We'll see you in a bit. Right, your Craft Club celebrations continues. We've got stamping, new and exclusive next. Crafty UK quilting templates after that. And over on Craft Extracts, Pink Frog Crafts.
Calling all club members. Double discount is back. That's 20% off all purchases made within any live show during our event. So, tune in from Sunday the 2nd of October at 6 p.m. until Thursday the 6th of October at 4 p.m. for Craft Club Celebration.
Now we've got a brilliant quick pick for you. This is your Kit and Caboodle cordless glue gun. I love this. You've got, first of all, really easy to use. You have got your cord, so really easy to charge. You just need your USB plug there. It's got the on and off button, so it's just going to heat to a really good temperature. It doesn't get too hot, so you can see the glue isn't coming out the nozzle. It doesn't overheat the glue, and it's so easy to use. I love the fact that I haven't got all of those awful wires when I'm using it. Really brilliant for all your embellishments, for your ribbons, and again it glues quickly, so it's got that really nice quick grab. And even on my embellishments, I love the fact that I've nothing trailing, and it does mean all your wonderful embellishments are stuck easily. Now that is a Create and Craft quick pick. It's your fantastic cordless glue gun. So your item number is 243124, and that's your Kit and Caboodle cordless glue gun. You're getting 3 glue sticks with that as well for just £14.99. If you're a club member, that price drops to £11.99, and we've even got FlexPay for you, so you've got 2 payments of £6, and that's for your wonderful glue gun. Now if you do want extra glue sticks, we've got these available for you as well. You're going to get 50 glue sticks for just £7.99. That's 502573. If you're in the club, of course, that price drops for you to £7.19, or just 2 payments of £3.60. Quick picks, craft must-haves at top pick prices.
Hello, good afternoon. Yes, indeed, we are still in the Craft Club celebration event, which means that if you are a club member, you get double discounts on anything that we are featuring on the live shows, including the new and exclusive from Imala, from Carley, Duff. How are you, Carley?
I am delightful. I can't believe I'm actually bringing you chapter 23. So that's the 23rd chapter of Imala.
Lots of good stories in there.
Oh,
as well.
exactly. Exactly.
And it is a phenomenal collection that you have got several ways to grab it. Now, you can go for individuals, but why would you go for individuals when you can go for a pick and mix of 3? Because then you are getting a discount, and then you can build your own collection. You could even go for 2 pick and mix. And remember, you are getting double discounts if you are in the club. So not only is brand new and exclusive, but you are getting an extra discount just because it happens to be today. And it happens to be the May Incredible Collection by Carley Duff, the 23rd. Now, if you are somebody who are a completionist, and
Yes.
we all know those people, I am one of them, you want every single one of them, well, there is a complete collection as well. But the details will come at the bottom. But, you know, some of us, also, some people want to pick and mix whatever
course,
their favorite.
of course.
Shall we have a run now?
Yeah, let's have a look. Okay, so the first stamp I'm bringing to you is called Chandelier. Now, this is a scene setter. It's a strong, beautiful stamp. Absolutely gorgeous that you can use standalone on its own, or you can incorporate some of the characters that we've used before or some of the new characters that we have within the chapter this time. Beautiful. It just takes you there straight away. Great for new home cards, things like that. But again, mix and matching, doing your different techniques, and this is what Imala's about. We give you the artwork, so then you get to do your own style and technique. Absolutely beautiful. This is another one that's coming up. This is Diva. But see how you can just pop the two side by side, have that in the background, that beautiful chandelier, and you are ready to go.
It is absolutely stunning. I love as well the kind of a stairs has like a moving
It's
on towards
regal, isn't
yeah,
it?
and if somebody gets a promotion or something like that, you know, going up the, not just
Up
the
the ladder, up the stairs,
you
yeah.
know, and oh, look at that. Is a beautiful one. Now, very busy for this one. Half the stock already gone for in the pick and mix. Remember, pick and mix options on the left hand side of the screen, and you can choose any 3 with a saving of £10 unless you are in the club. It's a double discount, so it should be £14 saving. It's actually £18 and 79 pence saving. That is an incredible saving. And when you think about it, you are only paying £11 and 73 pence
That's
per
a steal.
stamp set, because that's
is
how
a
much
steal.
you will pay if you flexify. That Diva is coming
Yeah,
up.
so we have Diva. Now, this is the A5 platform. So this just gives you a size, for instance. You've got that beautiful hat, you know, with the brim there. Then you've got, obviously, the chair. She's sitting very regally. She looks like she's proper posh.
She is.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Again, you've got that sentiment as well. We've made it a little bit arty. We've done the drips. We've done the paint effects. Yeah, so there's so much you can do with this. I love personalising it. This is one by our Shell Bell. Absolutely gorgeous. You can colour it to the tones of the person you are sending it to. Remember, everything, Imala, as long as you are creating, you can sell what you make.
Fantastic. So then this one is very busy as well. Half the stock gone for the option of Diva in the pick and mix. Look at that.
Striking, isn't it?
Love
Especially
her.
if you've got our marker pens that we had this morning. They were brilliant.
Yeah.
They did so well.
Well, they have sold out now, and we are gonna hope to get them back, but not today. So if well, you know, congratulations at those ones who did get them. But remember, this is why you need to check out your baskets and shop ahead in anything that we may have on the show as well. Look at that. Right, very, very busy for this option as well. That is the Diva. Then we have London. London has gone individually. So if you wanted just to go, the only way to get it is, of course, on the pick and mix or in the complete collection.
Absolutely beautiful. I mean, when you're stamping it, the crispness is just incredible that you get. It's absolutely
it is
beautiful.
limited stock in the pick and mix, so it's just so busy. Look at that. It's gonna really, you know, it's gonna go. So if you want it, be quick. Check out those baskets.
It's just the perfect scene.
Yes,
it's gorgeous. I wanted to encapsulate, obviously, London and England. We've been through a lot already this year, you know, with the Queen passing. I wanted to encapsulate that feel of the busyness of London and obviously have something, because people are going to be scrapbooking, they're going to be journaling about this. So I wanted it usable, but also to use it as a background in comparison with the other stamps. It sings like a dream.
Yeah, that is just beautiful. I'm going to show you a couple more. I'm going to leave that. Look at that. That is just so beautiful. And then, of course, more coloring in there. This is fantastic. It's going to sell out. One handful left of this one in the Pekka Makes. The only option will be remaining will be the complete collection, which includes every single one of that 23rd chapter.
Can you believe that? I know.
Amazing.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah. Now, if you wanted to go for the complete collection, bottom of the screen for that one.
I
Now,
do have collectors now that like to
Yes.
complete their chapters. They like to have the whole set.
I
So
love
it's
that.
amazing because what we do as well is when we do a run of our stamps, they're only for a certain amount of time. We've only ever done 2 reruns
Really?
of any of the stamps before. So once they've gone, my friends, because I'm moving on to the next chapter.
Well, we cannot wait. I like those chapters.
Yeah.
stories. The next one we have.
Oh, this
for
is
you.
adorable.
Oh, puppy love. Oh my goodness.
Exactly. 2 sentiments. So you've got the love with the puppy print, and then of course you've got the sentiment. Good things are better with you. So look at that. Look at the little pug. The pug's
Yes,
face. So cute.
It's so adorable. 60% of the stock has now gone. I mean, I'm just going to show you the stamp now. Because also, what I love about your stamps, the size. They
Yeah.
are significant stamps.
These
you know.
are showstoppers. These
Yes,
are card
exactly.
fillers. You don't need to go. You know, what we've done is we've created you with this beautiful artwork. So what you get to do is concentrate on your fabulous techniques that you do. So whether it's watercolouring, gouache painting, even if it's just pen work with an outliner, it's got so much that you can do with it. Every single project you create will be different and you will love it. You really will. Remember, you can sell. So if you are selling, it's really unique because you're going to get a totally different audience to what you're used to. You're going to get that fresh, different. Why not rejuvenate your stamps? Maybe you've been a stamper for many years and you stick to the same sort of themes because they sell. Try Imala. What about stamping on fabric? What about stamping on wood? What about, there's so much you can do with this. You can even inlay it very easily into air drying clay. Just put clean film over the top so your stamp don't get ruined and you're ready to go.
Ready to go. Well, if you want yours, 024564 is your item number. And remember, this is the Pick and Mix item number, so you can pick maybe Puppy Love, or you want to go for individuals as well. They are also available. Now, all the options are on the website, of course, createandcraft.com. Now, the next one is one of my favorites.
I knew it would be.
You
You know why? It goes hand in hand. If you are an Imala artisan, one, look at that size. It's pure
Exactly.
A5. But you'll notice I have sort of micro sort of type of genres within my collections. So this works perfectly with Snapshot.
Yeah, it does.
Which is
it
gorgeous.
Does. It does. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the size of it. I just think it's just different.
It's fresh. It could be pop art-y, it could be comic book style, it could be realistic. There's so much you can do with this and it's an absolute joy to work with. You're going to love this. If you've got teenagers in the family, this would work perfect as well for that. Absolutely gorgeous. Even though it's a female, it's genderless because you can send it to either.
I mean, it's a very sexy card too. You know, it's like also it could be kind of, you know, it's almost not gender specific. If you kind of make it into a little bit, and also, you know, for those friends of ours that are non-binary, this is the sort of card that is absolutely stunning.
And of course, you've got that eye detail that you can pick up or you can sort of move backwards depending on your own personal style. And this is what Imala's about, is creating something with your own spin. We give you that initial stamp work, then you get to create something amazing.
I mean, you can see by the sheer amount of cards. I mean,
I know my design team. You honestly, they haven't been able to put it down,
and you can,
which I love.
It is very busy as well. 40% of the stock in the, of course, Pick and Mix. It is available individually, but remember, only at the moment we have had already sellouts on the individuals. Now, if you go for the Pick and Mix, you have got a further saving. This is why many of you are going for it. If you are in the club, you are getting a saving of £18.79. That's the equivalent of not paying for one single stamp,
Which is always nice.
Yeah, because you're getting 3/4 of the price. price of two. Right, next one. Show some love.
Now, this encapsulates sisterhood, it encapsulates best friends. Absolutely beautiful. You know, you've got that glass of bubbly, you are ready to go. And then again, you've got that separate sentiment that you can work with perfectly as well.
Well, I will say if you want this one, you need to be quick because nearly limited stock in the pick and mix in there. You are absolutely right. Celebrating friendships.
Exactly. Whether it's aunties. I mean, this one as well, this flower, this is coming up. This is the wildflower that I've used there as well. Right. But to see how different it can be, whether it's coloured or whether you go onto craft card, whether it's prom night out, whether it's hen do's.
Yes.
Absolutely perfect girls' weekends, things like that. It just encapsulates that whole feeling.
Absolutely.
And it's so important to share the love.
Yeah, and of course I think this is perfect for if you are gonna celebrate a hen do or going like a weekends away or something like this. This could be as a thank you after or an invitation.
What about creating your own t-shirts? Stamp onto t-shirts and tote bags.
Absolutely.
You know, theme your weekend.
Yes.
Why not?
Absolutely. Now, if you by the way, 18 days to till Laura's wedding.
Oh, I know. It's getting very exciting.
Very excited. Laura is our producer. So this is the thing we're kind of thinking of our celebrating that.
Exactly.
This is a great way as well. And right, I need to tell you that it's about to sell out on its own, but it is limited stock in the pick and mix. If you want to go for this one and you don't want to go for the complete collection, you need to check out your baskets right now. Okay, so can I say that the next one is my favorite?
Oh, it's your second favorite.
Second favorite, I don't know, fighting.
Okay.
This one is so
Isn't
cool.
it? If you love maybe Cabaret that we brought to you before, that was 2 chapters ago, so that was chapter 21. This will work hand in hand. You've got that iconic, beautiful pattern, the tip of the hat. So much going on with this. But it is beautiful. And of course, my own personal phrase that I say quite a lot, happiness is an inside job.
Yeah, I love that. But also you can see how you can mix. And I mean, this is just such
Thank
a...
you.
Who's done this
That's
one?
mine.
Oh, I love that one.
And that's using the Maya pens as well too.
That is so amazing, which already have sold out. So happiness is our inside and inside job. I love that.
It's cool, isn't it? And what about embossing? Then just using your white outliner and then just putting some spray inks over the top, make it, isn't it?
Free. Yeah,
definitely.
It's kind of like, yeah, oh, look at that. That's
it's just so crisp, isn't it? That's what I love about this.
This is very artful. Now, 024564 is your item number. And remember, it's a pick and mix, so this could be one of them that you could go for. The next one coming up, which is the... Oh, this one is just so beautiful.
Is this your third favourite?
Oh, I mean, do you know what? I did say I'm a completionist.
You're an Imala artisan, aren't you?
I need to go for the full collection.
Okay, so this is Wildflower. Has 2 sentiments. My favourite sentiment ever in the world. Do you suppose maybe she's a wildflower? Comes from Alice in Wonderland, one of my favourites. Then, of course, grow through what you go through. Now, I do sometimes put florals in mine because I love a floral. I love being able to snip it about. I wanted it fresh. I wanted it new. I wanted it a bit arty. So just by adding these tiny little dots behind, just bring it right up to date. Super simple.
Yeah, you can see there a beautiful asta. I love that.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
That. And look at this one as well.
So simple. You know, think about creating in boxes, in cards, on fabrics, on candles, on bags. I mean, you can stamp on fabric and you can very, very easily embroider over the top. Absolutely beautiful.
I mean, every single project that I have seen so far with this one is absolutely different, and I love them.
And that's what it's about. Exactly, that's what it's about. Because you've got such a beautiful card filler, shall we say. What you're going to do is you're going to concentrate on your technique. So you're going to do your colour work. You're going to do some ink work. You're going to do loads of different styles and designs within your comfort zone. But then also, I think Imala pushes you out of that and makes you think and try different techniques.
They are, and I love the design team. Again, amazing job, all of you. Love the flower with the eyes. That's a previous collection.
It is, yeah. I mean, the flower is from this collection, but the papers are actually from my collage book.
This is just beautiful, isn't it? Right now, of course, remember, it's a pick and mix, complete collection, or individuals. However, a lot of individuals have already done. Lots of the pick and mix options have now, you know, either limited or about to go. So make sure that you make your selection and then grab it. You go, girl.
I cannot say it without going, you go, girl.
No, you go, girl.
I love this. This is a duo. If you loved my retro that I brought to you, now I do believe that was chapter 19, this sort of goes hand in hand with that. What I wanted to do is try and get the collage sort of different multimedia techniques within the hair. So this is one that I did with my alcohol marker pens. You can see how beautiful it lends itself. If you want, you know, that more negative sort of feel, you can do that. There's so many different techniques you can do with this, but it is beautiful.
Look at that. I absolutely
It's so classy, isn't it?
And then, of course, you have got, look at that in a frame. And again, we can make the sun,
Of course
right?
you can,
So
as much as you like.
You know, this is the sort of stamps that if you have got a cool teenager,
Yeah.
this is perfect, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I get many a message saying, oh, thank you for Imala, because what you're doing is, I bought a couple of stamps and my grandkids love them. My granddaughters love them. They're teenagers. I didn't think they were into crafting. Brought them right back, and then they come and see me at events. It's fabulous.
I love the story of getting the other generations as well. Very cabaret, the next one.
Isn't this?
Oh, yes.
I love this.
Hard, that one is.
So you get your two sentiments, find your fire, and of course, girls just want to have fun, because we do all the time.
All the time. Now, 40% already gone in the pick and mix.
Brilliant. Now this is beautiful, because when I was putting this one together, I was thinking about the backgrounds that I'd already encapsulated within the chapter. But what I wanted is it to fall hand in hand with Striker Pose and, of course, Cabaret that I've brought before. She's very much based on a showgirl, and you can see how simple and beautiful and unique she is, and just stunning.
It is absolutely brilliant. I love her too as well. So I'm almost like looking down on you a little bit, you know, oh, fierce. Now, of course, this is the last option for your pick and mix. It is also available individually. If you go for the pick and mix option, 40% of the stock has now gone. Now, if you are going for the pick and mix, you have got an £18.79 saving. That's the equivalent of not paying for one of them. So getting three, but only paying for two. However, if you go for the complete collection, you're saving that and what you are seeing on the screen plus more. Basically, you're actually saving overall £54.62. That is your saving if you go for the complete collection. You should be paying £179.90. That's how much you should be paying. But because there is double discounts as a club member, because then the savings are accumulated. So if you go for the smaller options, you will have a saving, but it's a smaller, and then they go for all the options. So all the options. You want the complete collection.
Why choose?
Exactly, complete
How do you choose?
By the way, half the stock of the complete collection has now gone. So if you want everything, by the way, I believe that is the only way to get the London stamp as well. 206705 is your item number. Also, getting all 10 stamps, you can also flex it in the club, which means that you are, of course, paying just £37.31 for 10 stamps.
Wow.
I mean, paying £11 per stamp when it's this size of it's just ridiculous.
I know, isn't it?
Really,
I mean, really, if you're thinking about gifts for new crafters or someone that's just starting on their stamping journey, now is the time, because it's not as off-putting as lots of little stamps when you think about how you've got to, you know, compose it together.
Absolutely.
With this, it's one stamp, and then you're just enjoying all the artwork.
Right.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of things. I've already done my prep ready to go, so I'm going to paint that in a second. But I just want to show you how gorgeous this stamps. This is, of course, Striker Pose, an iconic, beautiful stamp that you can use in many different ways. And what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to change my idea.
Oh,
I do this.
You are allowed to. You are the creator.
I will come back to my original demo, but I just want to show you a really quick and simple technique. So I'm going to be using magenta. This is Pretty Colour on the inside, which is by Stamps by Me. Absolutely, look how juicy that is. Nothing better. Nothing better than a juicy ink. So I'm just going straight over on to my fabulous stamp, like so. I'll just pop the lid on. Don't worry if you get round the edge. Also, if you do get on some of the individual pieces, you can wipe it off, but always be aware to make sure there's no air bubbles, because otherwise that'll pick that up. So I'm just going straight on, really, really easy. You can see I've got my magnets in position, so I'm ready to go. So I'm just going to lift that off. Then what I'm going to do is add some water over the top, really, really simply. Just grab my brush, and then I'm just going to pick up some of this extra that I've allowed. This is a really simple technique. You can do this with any of the scenes as well. Works really, really well. So now I'm just pushing that colour from the stamp that I've already stamped, and we're just morphing it out slightly. Really easy. And this just gives it a totally new effect. It really, really does. Because then what we're going to do is we're going to black over the top.
Right.
Just to give it
definition.
Exactly. I mean, you could add more colour if you wanted. I'm just going to heat set that dry quickly. Oh, I'm connected. Nope. Yep, that's it. I was caught under the foot.
The extension cables actually do their job, right?
So now what I'm doing is I'm just going to dry this off really, really quickly. Now this is just cardstock, normal 270 GSM cardstock. This isn't watercolour card. This isn't anything special, but I wanted to show you how you can achieve something really unique and different with this, because it is such a beautiful stamp. There's so much you can do with this, there really is, and every single one of these stamps I've really thought about how they'll work together in conjunction with each other. So of course you could pop London behind there, you could pop the staircase behind there. Really, really simple.
Right, I need to tell you that the complete collection though is nearly 60% of the stock has gone.
That makes me so excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
23rd, I'm going down the store.
Can you believe that? That's 230 stamps I've just done.
Wow.
That's just madness.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shall we ask?
Oh, let's ask.
So, if you are an Imala collector, Imala's in Studio I Create on Craft.com. How many stamp sets, Imala stamp sets, have you got? Is there anybody out there that just has got all 230? Can you imagine that? Now, you haven't moved the paper or the stamp.
I haven't moved the paper. I haven't moved the stamp. All I did is wiped it off, added some black ink, ready to go. It's a piece of artwork.
I love that. And I love that you still get the definition of the whiter area.
Exactly. Super, super unique. So that was just a little technique that I wanted to show you. But now I'm going to come back to my main card. So what I've done is I've just done a light bit of colour work over her, really, really simply, and then I've just fussy cutted around her. So now I'm going to come over. I'm going to use that rose. Look at this. So this is just random stamping over your work with the rose. It's that simple. Excuse me. So now I'm just going to grab my palette. There we go. And a water brush. Then we can start to paint. So I'm using my Himi watercolours. If you did get your marker pens, then well done, my friends, because they were gorgeous. So now I'm going to go into my ochre, which is like a mustardy colour. Now, if you look at the stamps, what we do is paint over the black areas. Right. Because they're your darker areas, and then you blend out from there.
Okay. So you were using the stamp image to...
Yeah, to accentuate. Yeah, exactly. It just makes it so easy. So if you've never picked up a brush before, don't worry. I mean, I got a beautiful email earlier from a lady that said I've given her so much confidence with colour that she'd never thought she'd be able to paint. She'd seen so many things and thought, oh, that's, you know, that's too good. I can't do things like that. But all it takes is a little tiny bit of confidence. It doesn't take long before you feel that you can create something very beautiful.
Absolutely.
Take your time with it. Allow yourself to make mistakes and just learn from it. I mean, it's so easy and it takes you away to another place. It really does.
It does.
I mean, when you send a project that you've created, there's nothing better than when someone says you never made that. And you go, yeah, I did.
And I know, and in a sense of, or when somebody's saying, oh, you're a good craft, like, oh, you can craft, or you go out and ask this, you know, that sort of thing. It's just...
It's a wonderful feeling. It really, really is. I'm just mixing in a bit of lemon with that mustardy ochre, just to create the depth of that. And then I'm just going to go into my green. And of course, remember, the lines are there to give you that shaded. So you can start with your lightest, you don't have to start with your darkest, and then you can just very simply go back in with your darker, and you're just going to pull it together.
Oh,
it's so easy, isn't it?
That's so beautiful. I need to give you an update as well. We are very, very busy. We are a limited stock in a few of the pick and mix. Chandelier is one of them. Puppy Love as well. So let me grab it. That one also, Puppy Love is limited stock, and Show Some Love is that one as well. So these three are now limited stock in the pick and mix. If you wanted these three, now is your chance to get them. You know, actually, Show Some Love has now sold out as an individual item. You still can get them all three as a pick and mix, but you know, and in the collection. But I'm gonna put them back where they belong.
Well done, you. So now I'm just batch colouring, basically. Right. So I've just gone over. You can see individually I've done the ochre. Now I'm going to go back into that lemon that was mixed with a tiny bit of ochre, and obviously a little bit of water, and then we're just going to drag that colour out.
Is it ochre or ochre?
I always call it ochre.
Because I thought that ochre was the vegetable.
Oh,
and
yeah.
ochre was the colour, but maybe it's what
maybe it's potato. I don't know.
No, it's easier because I don't, you know, have had a few comments lately about my pronunciation, so I really want to get my pronunciation right.
Bless you.
Ochre.
Oh, so yeah, ochre. So it's funny, isn't it? Because like I call gouache paint gouache.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Gouache.
Gouache, yeah.
Gouache. But then again, that's because like in Spanish they say wash as well. So I don't, you know, this is what I'm asking everybody, you know.
It's brilliant, isn't it? But I am the only one that says découpage. Découpage, because it's French, isn't it? So, yeah. Everyone else says it
how they say it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we do. But if you're not a fan of doing the artwork, or you feel not confident in us, I suggest that you emboss it first, because then it gives you walls.
Yes.
It gives you walls, and it makes it rather than your artwork sort of spilling out of your design, what it will do is it will just encapsulate it, and it will just make you feel much more safety as you paint. So now I'm just going to go back in, add some of this green, very, very simply. Look at it already.
Nice.
I mean, and then what I tend to do to finish off is I tend to go back in with a white gel pen, just to add some light within it. Really, really simple. It's a beautiful, easy, you can do some really nice techniques with your brushes and pens, and that's what these sort of iconic card fillers really that they are, because it's not just like you don't have to use multiple stamps to create one design. You can just go for it.
Yes.
And it's gorgeous. It really, really is. Now I'm just picking up a little bit of that dark, and then you're just going over them areas. Now I'm going to do my background. So I've got all these beautiful dots on there already. So now I'm going to pick up some colour. And
it is random.
Random circles. Nice and easy. So they can be as pretty or as unpretty as you like. Mix your colours up. see how beautiful you can get some gorgeous effects with this. This is the wet on wet technique. So you're going straight on, because afterwards I will add more water on top of this. Let's have a look for balance. Yeah, I'm okay. So sometimes you need to just take a step back, look at the whole thing for balance, because then you need to know where you're going to put the next colour. So I'm going to go in the yellow. Just going to add a little touch of colour here and there. Let's have a look. You can do it very...
Yeah, I like this.
It's different, isn't it? Have you not tried this technique?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you need to try this. You'll be addicted to it. It's so much fun.
Because then suddenly you are adding lots of colour in the background without having to be precise.
Exactly.
Or overthinking it.
And this is it. We all do it. We overthink. We look at something when it's finished and we go, I can't do that. That's not achievable. This is so achievable. You're going to absolutely love creating this. So now I'm just going to come in with like a grey.
And is there any colours that we should avoid for this technique?
Not really. Just make sure it doesn't go too muddy when you're adding water, because that can happen if you're putting too many layers of colour on top of each other. It can become a little muddy.
And have clean, like drier colours when you're going
exactly, exactly. So just take those edges nice and light.
And this
so now I'm just going to go back in with my water, and we're just going to take away some of those edges. It's that easy. And of course I'm not doing the middle because I'm actually going to put my topper on there.
Course, yeah. They're wasting it.
Otherwise I'm wasting paint.
Yeah,
I can't waste paint. Oh no. So if you see any areas that still need a little touch of colour, just pick that colour up, pop it back in. I did another one earlier. I'm not quite sure what I did with her. Let's have a look. No, she's not. Oh, there she is.
Oh,
that's with the background. So you can very simply, this is just a different type of technique that you can do with this. You know, if you want.
Oh, I love that. That works so well.
But see how it dries? This is what I love about it. So now I'm just going back in those areas, picking up the colour that is there already. Obviously, it can go muddy if you keep working it. So just look at it, see where it needs it, and then work from there. So I'm just going to heat set that really nice and quick. So you could do your sprays over the top, you could add your gold flicks on that, things like that. I do, like I said, love using a white liner after to create the light effects. It's just something really unique and different, and I think the dots just bring it right up to date.
Yeah, it kind of gives it.
It's a traditional image, but with the dots, and you get that corner floral as well that's got quite a bit of Zentangle in, which is lush, so you can really go to detail in there as well. So now I'm just going to take my base card. Here we go. I've got a mat, but I'm going to just pop this on, a black mat. So it's brilliant because you can work on your Eureka. It can be your whole station. I mean, I use it constantly for everything because it just works. So I'm just adding the black mat, going onto some decorative jazzy paper.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, mine's a little bit wet, but it's fine.
It will dry.
It'll dry. There we go, and then I'm going to take her straight in the centre.
Well, she's just so fab, isn't it? And of course, that is one of the options. So, for instance, if we wanted to recreate this card, we would have to go for the wildflower and then the, which one is it?
This is Striker Pose.
Striker Pose. And then we would have another option. That is stunning. That is striking. Now, if you wanted to go for thinking, well, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one, I want that one.
What was your first favourite? Second favourite?
And then the third favourite. And then there was the London. But I really like the London one. The London one is only available in the complete collection. And this is why many of you are going for the 10 sets of stamps, all in one, different item number 206 705, which is with your best saving. Why? Because, yes, you are reading correctly, £37.98. However, that's not accounting for the accumulated savings, because every single saving that you have accumulated in the stamps as a pick and mix, you are carrying them for, so in total as a club member, £54.62 saving. If you flex it in the club, which is kind of the way to do it, isn't it? It's just £37 and £31, the first of 3 payments. Now, yes, many of us are completionists, right? We are, like, we like the old 10, but some of us are, maybe you want to cherry pick, or maybe you want to make a little present for somebody and you want to choose whichever that you want to choose from. Now, you have got 9 options because London is gone. Well, that sounds a little bit weird. So, yeah, gone, the stamp is gone, but you have got every other option. However, many of them are limited in stock, including the chandelier, the puppy love, and show some love. So if you wanted those ones, make sure that you need to check out your baskets. Now, if you think that saving as a club member is massive, it is massive. It's a massive saving because we are in the Craft Club celebration.
Calling all club members. Double discount is back. That's 20% off all purchases made within any live show during our event. So tune in from Sunday the 2nd of October at 6 p.m. until Thursday the 6th of October at 4 p.m. for Craft Club Celebration.
And hence why now, today, right now, is the time to buy whatever you need from Imala. And remember, that's on featured items on the show, so even the complete collection.
Of course, of course. Now, I'm going to do a quick technique, and then I'm going to show you my demo.
Okay, all right, fine.
You know what I'm like.
Yeah.
Because I just want to show you how simple it is to layer these stamps together, okay? So, what I do, for instance, I'm going to take Show Some Love.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful stamp. So, all you need to do is stamp it out on a piece of rough paper, cut very close to your edge. I mean, this could be, I mean, you can see that I've already put different stamps in there with it. This becomes, I call it a patsy, which is almost, yeah, it's a patsy. Ooh. I actually give things proper names, I know. So, yeah, so it's a mask, basically. Yeah. So I'm just going to pop that down with a tiny bit of low adhesive tape. Then you can either take, say, for instance, London, or you could take your stairs, and you're simply stamping over the top of that mask. So do this with all of your stamps.
Perfect.
Because then you can start layering everything together. Perfect. Use all-purpose ink because it dries quicker.
Yeah.
And also just think about the things you can stamp it on. There's so many things.
There are indeed. I mean, the London though, it's the only way to get that stamp that Carley is using is with a complete collection. Just saying.
Exactly, because it is beautiful, and I knew it would do so well. I really, really did. It's just one of them stamps that when you use it, it just is so easy to use. So just make sure when you are coming around the area, because you've got that double layer, you've got a slight sort of ridge, you do need to make sure you push a little bit harder, or you can use like a, you know, the round thing.
The furniture, but
there we go. But you can make them out of candle lids. Have you seen them?
No.
What? No. I'll tell you later.
All right.
Okay. So now
I just use my hands.
I use my hand too. But if you get, you know, like the glass jars candles, get one of those, fill it up, seal it. It becomes a
Then you lubricate as well.
Exactly. So now I'm going back in with my stamp, and you can see there I've got the perfect position now. So I just pop my magnets down, pick that up, go straight over. Now this is beautiful, this stamp. You're going to love using this stamp. It's got so much movement. You can just feel the party. Do you know what I mean? It's the way they're sort of hanging off each other. You can just feel that vibe straight away. And whether you use the shoes or not, it becomes a scene. Instantly, you are ready to go. So I'm just going to just slightly put more ink on to finish that layer. But that's how you layer these stamps together.
That is fab.
Isn't it easy? And that's the thing, you just have to think about all of these stamps work perfectly together. They really, really do.
And hence when many of you are going for the complete collection, remember London is only available there.
Okay, so my next one I want to show you is Selfie.
Oh.
So I'm just going to pick up a piece of cardstock. I have got dirty fingers, so excuse it if I get
You're
it.
a crafter. If you didn't have dirty fingers, we would be like...
Oh, you know what it is? When I'm at home and I'm stamping, I always have wet wipes everywhere just to clean my hands and stuff. So I'm a bit naughty today.
A little bit of naughtiness is good.
Of course, exactly. So I'm just going straight on here and I'm just going to pop this down into position. Now, with this stamp, because it is huge, always be aware when you pick it up if you've got any air bubbles, because if you've got air bubbles, then of course that contact, you will get contact of that stamp straight onto your paper. So if you do have air bubbles, what I suggest is you take it off and then you allow it to go down itself. It just pushes it all to the edge, makes it a lot more simpler. With these large stamps, make sure you've got a really moist ink pad. Also, what I tend to do is scrub first to get a layer of ink. And then
Is it really important that it is juicy?
Yeah, it has to be juicy because otherwise you're not going to get that beauty contact. Sorry, they're really making me giggle.
So, you know, it's funny because one of the most.
It's not one of my favourites, I must admit.
No, but it is officially one of the most disliked words.
Really?
Yeah, word.
How funny! It's just a funny word.
I have no problem with it. It means nothing to me.
Yeah, it's just a funny word, isn't it?
A lot of people.
So again, I'm just going to go over the top. Obviously, use your magnets to keep it into position, because with most of your deeper, dark, sort of black sort of silhouette stamps, you do need to maybe go back in and do a bit more. So then you go back over again. I mean, look at her. And depending on how you colour it, depends if she's comic book, if she's realistic. You know, you can change their hair tones. There's just so much you can do with this. There really, really is. So I'm just going to give that. Look at that.
Look at these eyes.
Isn't it just so luscious? That's what's so beautiful. Just wipe your stamp clean. Now, these are a tool. These are made of the thickest polymer that you can get to create the beautiful silicone stamp. So if I show you that, the thickness of the stamp is incredible. This is what me and Tony are really passionate about, is that once you've invested in a piece of, like one of my stamps, they'll last forever. They won't go yellow, which is so important. So I'm just going to pop that one to the side because I've cut one already to fit. Here we go. And then, of course, the beauty of the Eureka means I can just take that back down. Now, if you did invest earlier in my pens, I'm sorry they've all gone, but I will get some back, I promise you. They just work so well. So now I'm just going to start off.
Are they alcohol based?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But do you know what? You haven't got to wait.
Right.
Oh, look, let me give you something to colour. I can see you waiting to colour.
Yeah, kind of, oh, that's looking me quiet. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, wow.
Let me grab the pens. Here we go.
Oh, thank you.
Because I want you to feel the quality. You're like me, you're a professional crafter that crafts every day. Until you feel this, there's no squeaking, look.
Oh.
No squeak at all, which is phenomenal. It really, really is. And you can do a 2-layer blend.
I love the nibs. The nibs
aren't they soft?
Beautiful,
It's a Japanese ink, absolutely perfect for so many different.
Yeah, we will get the pens back.
We will get them back.
It's just a kind of.
It's because we didn't know how popular they were going to be, so it's very hard to read. But they were very popular.
Very popular indeed. I'm just kind of in another world now.
Are you just zoning out?
No,
there's nothing wrong with that. Now look at this. I've just added a little bit of the soft peach to the edges, and now I'm just coming back over. But look at that blend. Seamless. It's so quick. Now, it's not like you need 8 pens to blend the perfect colour, because you don't. It's just seamless. And when you're doing, especially faces, it needs to look right, because there's nothing worse than if it just don't look right. You've got to have good colour tones, and we all do it. We all stick to sand, or we stick to, because that's the colours that we're used to using. I'm forever being contacted about my colour work that I do, about, you know, my marker work that I do. What pens do you use? They're amazing. I use these because they're just so good.
You
can colour in any direction
The
as
nibs
well.
are amazing.
It's just how soft they are.
But the stamps as well. One of the
course,
things that
yeah.
I'm looking at is the way that you know, you can see that if you want to color in a little bit,
Yeah.
you can leave it as it is.
Of course. I mean, I'm very, very passionate about my Imala stamps, and I can honestly say with my hand on my heart, you don't even need colour if you don't want.
Exactly.
Black and white, they're so striking that they are perfect for that. They really, really are. So I'm going to go back in. Obviously, you get a chiselled end as well. And, of course, they match perfectly to all of the paints that I bring to you as well.
I'm going to give my one a very
Oh,
red
why
lips.
not? Why not? Another thing, when you are colouring Imala stamps, the black areas, these are the areas that you need to colour because they're the colours where they're the darker areas and then you come out lighter from there.
I shouldn't have coloured the lips in. I think she has been snogging somebody.
Has she been snogging somebody, is she? She's been snogging someone.
Yeah. Apparently, Laura not only
Hates the word moist, she hates... So, I don't know what they talk about in her house.
It's like, you know.
Can't talk about any of these things.
She's getting married a few weeks, you know, it's like...
Brilliant, love it. So now,
Snowing and moist. That's what we're talking about.
So I'm going to go on with a really strong colour. Now look at that chisel, the way it just absorbs, does what it says on the tin. Absolutely gorgeous.
And a lovely auburn colour.
Isn't it? I love orange. I absolutely love orange.
Love ginger. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. How's your cats anyway?
Oh, my cats are fine. My cats are really good. They are just the two Kabuki and Fuji. They're very good. And how are your children?
Oh, my children. Well, my cat's great, but my kids are great too. Yeah.
I mean, I was going to go like, you know, children
every time me and Paula see each other, she always says to me, I can't believe how old your children are.
Well, because...
Well, when you think, when we first met, I think Lottie was 2.
Lottie was 2, yeah. And now, what, is 18 now?
She's 18. We're not that old. She's just getting old. It's not us.
We stay.
No, it's not us.
No, you haven't.
You haven't.
I have.
Yeah, but it's
just
beautiful. It's natural frosting, darling.
Yeah,
it's just.
I like natural frosting.
Yeah,
I
that's
usually
what it
say it's the silver lining of getting old.
Oh, definitely, exactly. Well, I just think it's like the frosting on the cake.
Yeah.
So now I'm just going to come in with the other end of my pen and I'm going to follow those strands of hair.
I mean, to be honest, I have had a grey hair since I was 18, so it's not like, you know, but not that much.
It's beautiful. I love it. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway.
So then I'm coming back in with my white gel pen now. I'm just going to go slightly over the T. I think if you're going to invest into one of my stamps today, I would definitely suggest that you invest into Selfie because she's so different, she's unique, she's bright, she's zesty. And, you know, why not try something different? So now I'm just going to come in and do a little tad on the eye, then go back in with my trusty biro.
Right.
Because I just find the biro works the best.
Does it?
It does. I've tried so many fine liners.
I know what you mean.
But you get smudge.
Right.
You don't get smudge with a biro.
Really?
Because it goes on a lot lighter.
Yeah, and you get more... I don't know.
It's more wispy.
Yeah, exactly. You get to get more like the lines, more sketchy.
Yeah,
more
exactly.
sketchy.
More how we, you know, the kind of work we're working with. So I'm just accentuating that with just around the eye, and then of course just filling in that detail. Go back with my white gel pen now.
And they're giving a little bit more highlights.
Yeah,
there,
just a little highlights here and there, and then we'll just add some through That is gorgeous, isn't it? I think it's a must-have if you've got
is.
young folk in your house.
But that, I mean, you know, you could do like a Warhol-esque wall art.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
four of them, and then different colors, hair.
Oh, like pop art. Yeah, beautiful.
Warhol, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you could take this across to any sort of design. You could really break it down and do it slightly
And
different.
this also, again, stamped into a notebook as well.
Yeah,
Kind of makes it a little,
exactly. Great for journaling.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So now I'm just going to stick this straight onto a piece of black.
And can I say, I love that you recycle cardstock.
Oh, did you see that? Yeah, that was
of course,
printed on. We all do it. We print on stuff and then I don't use it. So, but it's still good for alcohol markers.
Exactly.
Exactly. So now what I've done is I've just taken, I do believe this is 6x4, and then I've just corrugated it together. You're just going to fold it up into a triangle. Take your tape runner along the side to create your triangle, very easy. Then I'm just, actually I'll use tape runner. Then I'm just going to add it to the bottom
Oh, that's
as
so cool.
a stand. There
That's
we go.
so cool.
So now it's ready to go.
Love that. I mean, that is such a cool idea, but also the stamp. Remember that we have got the selfie. That is one of the options that Pekka makes. And remember as well, that is part of that complete collection. So 3 ways to buy the stamps. You can just say, oh, I just want the selfie one.
Yeah.
Fine. You can go for the individual. Well, I mean, that sounds a little bit.
I think
you know.
the best thing is to look at them all, then choose. Because if you invest
Yeah.
in one, you may think, oh, I wish I'd got that one.
Yeah.
And then if you're buying 2, you may as well get the 3. If you're buying more than 2 sets of 3, you need to get the full set.
Absolutely.
You've just got to work out what's best cost effective for you.
Absolutely, indeed. Now let's have a look at it. So the first one is chandelier in here. So this way you can see the chandelier. Lovely, one large big stamp.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, absolutely perfect. You can do so much with this. This could be a scene setter, whether this is prom, this could be a wedding card. It's just got that regal feel, it really has. And especially to sit perfectly with all of these gorgeous characters that we've got.
Indeed. Then that's chandelier. The next one is diva, and you can see that beautiful, stunning stamp there. You can see 2 stamps in there because you are getting the lady and the diva.
And the
there.
diva
Absolutely
sentiment, yeah.
gorgeous. Now, of course, if you want to go for the complete collection, left-hand side of the screen, pick a mix, bottom of the screen. London is only available in the complete collection. So if you wanted to go for this one, there's only one item number that you will get, which is 206705. Then we have got Puppy Love. So that one, look at this.
How adorable is that? So you get your 2 sentiments with that puppy print in there as well. The trilogy of dogs, you've got a terrier, you've got I would say it's a golden retriever or a Labrador, and then a pug. Absolutely beautiful. And then of course you've got that beautiful basset hound at the end.
Oh.
Them ears, honestly, I love them. There's just so much you could do with this. I mean, just look at the eyes. It just encapsulates you, just pulls you in straight away. Think about creating it for charities or dog lovers. It's timeless, isn't it? It's ageless. So you could send this to anybody. I mean, look how simple that is.
I love
It's
that.
so simple, but it's so fresh. Just add in your embossing powders, just giving it that little sort of sprinkle of love, and it's just gorgeous.
It is fabulous. Now, that was Puppy Love. Then we have got a Selfie, which is
I know. You can choose your favourite. There's so many different samples.
They're
all
which,
just
Which
lush.
one do you want to
Oh, we'll just share that one.
Which is the one that you pretty much you're just done, right? So let's...
Oh, she's letting us show more.
Oh,
so, of course, colour tones. Look at how you can work with this. It's beautiful. It really is. And it is very genderless, really, depending on how you colour it. So you can have it quite sort of deep and mysterious, or sort of comic book, or you can have it realistic. There's one that's really, really realistic in here. I'll just show you.
Oh, this one?
This one, yeah.
Oh, that's
so this one's by Sharon. Absolutely phenomenal. But see how you can just take one stamp and how adaptable and different every single you know, thing you create is different.
Right now we have got show some love.
Isn't it beautiful? It's just so many different occasions. I mean, like I said as well, mix and matching so simply together with any of your scene stamps that we've previously used. But it's just that sisterhoodness, isn't it?
It is. It's just beautiful and embrace sisterhoodness. How many letters does it have?
I don't know. It's probably in the only Carley dictionary, but it's okay.
A strike pose, another one of that's amazing. So remember this one, very, very busy for this one. So if you wanted this one, you know what to do. That was one of your first demonstrations. So if you wanted to go for this one, let's have another one. Actually, apparently, sisterhoodness is only in Carley's dictionary.
I knew it. It's fine. I do have my own dictionary of words, so because I absolutely love combining words.
Yeah, sister. And then you could say also, "Welcome to the sisterhood," and then this is the hood of sisters.
I love that.
The hood of sisters. And then you should have
getting all ghetto.
Yeah. I am like so good.
Oh, I love you, sweetheart.
Welcome to the hood of sisters. Then we have got the wildflowers in here as well. I mean, I roll, Sarah. I'm rolling now about it. Anyway, wildflower we have got here. 4 stamps, those beautiful dots.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
And it's all it takes. I've taken a really traditional sort of style flower, and remember, stamp on fabric. This is embroidered. Absolutely beautiful. Have you smelled that? It smells so nice.
Oh, lavender.
It's
beautiful.
lush.
Very relaxing.
Isn't it?
Beautiful, that one. Now, again, this is wildflower, one of the options for the pickamise.
And this is 4 stamps you're getting in this one. So you get your 2 sentiments and, of course, your 2 florals.
Right. And, of course, remember, it's part of the complete collection. You go, girl!
You go, girl! You can't not say it like that.
Yeah,
I love it.
You know, like everybody, it's just one of those things, like just kind of have to, right, you go, girl. 207, 206, 705. Remember, that's the complete collection. Not only you are getting You Go Girl, but you also are getting top hat.
Exactly. An incredible, phenomenal stamp that you can use in so many different ways. Absolutely loving that you can create both of these together. They work hand in hand. This is what I love. And then on top hat as well, see how you can do that wet on wet sort of style. So you can do so many different techniques. Show me your Imalas. Go onto my page and show me the beautiful things you've been creating.
Absolutely. Seconds to go. Thank you so much. Thank
you, sweetheart.
You're back at 8.
I will be back at 8 p.m. tonight with what's left.
Whatever it's like. Do make sure to check your baskets. Don't forget, we are in the Craft Club celebration, which means that you are getting double discount if you are in the club. If you want all the complete collection, you will get that extra saving. So you have got a £54 and 90. Well, you know the saving. All right, I'll see you in an hour's time.
See you too.
Well, next coming up, Janice and Andy with Crafty UK quilting templates. Then I'm so excited. I love playing a Palmer, so we are launching a brand new one-day special at 6.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and I've got a quick minute to tell you all about our super soft batting. So it's 1.5 meters wide by 1.5 meters long, so it's a huge piece, brilliant for loads of different projects, full quilts down to bags and cushions. The item number that you'll need is 838939, and it's $12.99 for this absolutely huge piece. So to put that in perspective, it'll probably do about 9 cushion fronts, or one really big quilt that's almost the size of a double bed. Now, it's 100% polyester, which means it's brilliant for people with allergies. It's also super soft with that almost kind of cotton-like feel to it. And one of the other great things is, because we cut everything at Craft Yourself Silly headquarters, if you wanted a double piece, so say a 3-meter piece, we would cut that to order for you. So if you've got a flexi basket, why not pop some in today? So if you want to grab a bargain that's perfect for all of your quilting projects, then our Craft Yourself Silly Super Soft Batting is 838939, and perfect at $12.99.
Quick picks, craft must-haves at top pick prices.
Have you found Craft Extra? By tuning in to Freeview 85 and pressing the red button on your TV remote, you can stream Craft Extra 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Missed a show on Create and Craft? Then watch again through your connected TV via the red button. Craft Extra, for your extra dose of crafting.
What happens if you're not ready? There is no not ready in this studio. We've got hands waving at us and all sorts.
15-minute delay, just in case, you know.
This is Andy, everyone. We probably do need a 15-minute delay with you, but we're okay. We haven't got one. It's great to see you.
Thank you. It's nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Well, it's been years since we worked together.
I think it has. I think the last time I saw you was, well, the last time you were on was in June.
Yeah.
And the last time I saw you was, I think it was a couple of months before that.
Yeah. We've been so busy. We've been so popular. We've been all around the country. I mean, I have to say hello to Region 8. We just did a workshop with them 2 weeks ago.
That's Region 8?
Region 8 near
Hello,
Colchester.
Region 8.
So the
sounds like a Blake 7 episode, Region 8. Hello.
The QGBI, the Quilters Guild.
I'll trust you on that one. If people haven't seen you before, Andy, because we've got lots of new viewers to us here at Create and Craft, who are you?
Who am I? I'm Andy. I'm the bloke that you hear about that makes Julia's big boys. You must have heard about that, no? No? OK, fair enough.
You're a big boy.
No. Julia from Crosspatch.
Oh, right.
And she has a template called a big boy.
OK.
And I'm known for making that. Handy Andy, and I make lots of other stuff for lots of people. I'm So Totally Trish and Daisy Chain. I make their templates.
Oh, well, we've got some of your templates.
And then I make my own. Yeah, you know, when I'm not doing anything, I make my own.
And do you know what? I did say on Facebook earlier on that we've got a free gift with your first purchase, and it's worth $9.99. A great little tool set for you, and it's going to be available for...
at least till sort of like the end of the week.
Till the end of the week, because we know people record the show, they watch it again, and Andy didn't want anybody missing out on that free gift. So it will be available, but it will have a day that it stops. So that's going to be around about Friday.
There will be eventually. It will stop, and you will just get the the rulers in the pack. You won't get the tool pack with it. So,
well, that's your free kit there, and it's worth $9.99 with this purchase. So let's talk about the rulers that we've got here. Tell us how we use these.
So we don't make many rulers, because a lot of the time people often want big rulers and stuff, and quite frankly it's impossible to compete with like the other markets out there, because they manufacture the stuff so cheaply. So we don't go into that, but we do make small rulers, because we find people don't have enough small rulers. And the amount of people that come to a quilt group, and I'm teaching something, and they've just got to trim a little bit off, and there they are with their 24-inch by 6.5 inch trying to trim a quarter of an inch off the edge of this piece of fabric.
I know that feeling.
You should just have little rulers. So in here we've got a little set of square rulers. So there's a 1.5, there's a 2.5, a 3.5, and a 4.5. Just simple square rulers, perfect for squaring up when you've cut a block and it's not quite right, which is why it's on the half, because then that will trim it down to when you sew it, it will then be a 4-inch, 3-inch, 2-inch, or a 1-inch if you're mad enough to do the 1-inch blocks. And then there's a little straight ruler in there, which is 1 3/4 by 7 inches, because that will also fit in the box, because I like to get my rulers in the box to upcycle the DVD cases. And also the little ruler, the straight ruler, has some holes down the centre of it, so you can actually draw curves with it. So it's like a compass.
You can draw curves with a straight ruler?
Yeah, sounds stupid, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Put a pin in and a pen in, and you can draw. So therefore you can mark a small quilt up, and you can quilt arcs on it.
Fantastic. Now, if you're like me, if you're new to sewing, because I've just started my journey.
Yeah, well, I heard.
Yeah,
two just started. You've got two
now.
Yeah,
I've got 2 quilts on the go.
2 unfinished. That's a true quilter to have an unfinished item. I mean, no quilt. If anyone quilts said, "No, I've got nothing doing at the moment," they're not a quilter.
That's right.
They've got at least 1 or 2.
Oh, but I know exactly what you're talking about, because I've just got the larger rulers at the moment. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to find my feet with it all. So this is going to be very, very handy. And even if you've been quilting for quite some time and you don't have a set of rulers like this, it's excellent value for money. As a club member, because we've got the event running at the moment, you get 20% off. It's double discount. So your club price is £22.49. You also get your tools worth £9.99, and you can divide the cost into 2 payments of £11.25. And they all come packaged in these VHS boxes, which I just think is fabulous. Yeah. So
the rulers were a bargain. The rulers were a bargain before.
Yeah.
We put free templates, and then you double discount.
Yeah, it's amazing. It is an amazing
I might buy a
deal.
set myself.
You should. You should. That's your first item on the show. So your free gift is only with those rulers. 173888 is your item number, and 20% of the stock has gone already.
Well, hey.
Wow. Okay. Right. Let's move on and let's talk about sleeping in the moon. Let's talk about a sleepy bear.
So we do lots of applique templates now. I didn't think when I did the first one that they were going to be popular with acrylic templates, because they're a little bit more expensive than someone getting a paper one. But they seem to have been really well, so we tried to bring something different on each time. So I found this image and I've doctored it and made it more acceptable for me. So you've got a moon there, and then there's a bear which is resting in it, and he's fast asleep.
Aww.
You'll find I do most of my things fast asleep, because it's easier to do eyes shut than eyes open.
Yeah. I thought that was a hot water bottle, but that's his belly, isn't it?
That's his belly. So the templates are all, there's the head, the mouth, the arm, the leg, they're all different pieces, so you can do them all in one colour if you want, and then just use the templates to quilt lines to emphasise where the arm is. Or you can actually cut the arm as the one that we just scanned down behind. They're actually in different colours. So there you've got a red one, and there's 3 or 4 different shades of red. So that's, you know, you've got there the blue, different shades of blue coming to the red one. So there's different shades of red for the head and the mouth and the tummy if you want to do that. So that allows you to do that if you want, or you can do it all in one colour.
Isn't that fabulous? And you can then have them facing different ways, as we've got on that particular wall hanging. I must say, Sarah, our director, has done a remarkable job, because I don't know how she's not getting our heads in, because we're standing in front of that. It amazes me every time. I was just standing here thinking, how's that shot being taken? Because
I've got a camera on the back of my head.
You're robotic. But that is absolutely gorgeous, and you can use that pattern on repeat. You can make blocks from it. It can be a wall hanger, it can be a cushion.
We've put it on an obvious thing as a cushion to go in a nursery or something, but it can be appliqued onto a bag. So we've tried to add as much as we can. The moon, if you're thinking how they get that into that little case, the moon actually comes as a half a moon. Okay. So you actually flip it over to use it. So you got
clever.
there. And then in the moon there is a little heart, which is actually the nose of the bear, because he's got a little heart nose. And also there's a Z in the moon, which is where you get your Zs from.
That's
so
a
you
good
haven't
idea.
got. So you've got something, because some people, you know, it's only a Z, it's only 3 lines, but still might need guidance to do it.
And do you know what? You want them all. You want them all.
You want
to
them
be
all the same. You want, so
absolutely.
therefore the Z is inside the
You
moon
don't want
as well.
uneven sleep. Anyway, we're busy for this. How much of the stock has gone? A third of the stock gone. You've got your instructions as well. So if you, this is something new to you. Yeah, we've got pictures and we've got text, so that's going to make sure that you know how to use that. Great double discount on that, £14.39. You can, of course, divide the cost in 2 payments, but that's something that's going to stay with you for a very, very long time. Can we make and sell with the templates?
Yes, make as many as you want. So I'd love to see them though, if you're making some. I mean, I went to a show, must be 3 or 4 months ago, and our unicorn template, there's a applique, that was on a cushion in the sale, sort of like. So it's always nice to see, you know, what else, what other colours people use to do it in. So we have no problem with that. But you know, certainly send us a picture so we can post it on our Facebook page so everyone can see it.
What's your Facebook page?
Crafty UK.
That'll be it. Remember, there's 20% off everything if you're in the club. You can become a club member today. It's 555 in your basket. £20 for the whole year. You normally get 10% off everything you buy, so you've got great deals for you all year round. But we've got a great event where you get double discount, so it's 20%. So it's going to pay for itself if you become a club member today. Let's move on. We've got more for you. And this is your Hunter's Star. So this is going to be great for you making your blocks.
So yeah, so this is an old template has existed for a while. Hunter's Star. There are lots of ways of doing it. I've seen Julie from Dewberry just cut this out with a 45-degree ruler out of pieces, which is fine for Julie because Julie knows what she's doing. Although when she comes on the show, I do wonder sometimes.
I hope you're not watching Julie.
I hope she is, because she'll know exactly what I mean. And the amount of times we've recovered her phone because she's left it somewhere at a show. But
oh dear.
So it's not an impossible thing to do. But I looked around and I couldn't find anyone that actually sold templates. Not that I could actually, you know, even in America there wasn't many places, and then getting stuff shipped is like an arm and a leg. So we've made a set of templates for it, and it really is a simple block to do.
Is it? So when I'm looking at this, the block, is it that one there?
So it's
made on repeat.
What you make is this 6-inch block, and even that is repeated halfway through. So you actually only make half of a 6-inch block, but you make that 6-inch block, and then you make 4 of them, and it makes into a 12-inch block.
Wow, look at that.
So then we've got the larger one behind us. We've just changed the colour to break it up by putting a green star in, but that's you know, the larger one behind us. I mean, you can make this once again. It's a 12-inch block, and it goes as big as you want.
Wow,
you know,
that's stunning.
We've just done, you know, black and white and just thrown some colour in just to break it up. Yeah,
I like that. I think that's a great idea. Now, when you look at that as a first-time quilter, and you're thinking, oh my goodness, just think how easy that's going to be now for you, because you've got the template to make it, and it's just on repeat, and it's just turning. It is a wow factor, it really is. And it's a great price as well.
I don't think we started it till Friday.
Did you not?
No, we had a workshop Saturday as well that we went to with 32 ladies from Peacemakers. Hello to all the 32 ladies.
Hello to those 32 ladies. I've never said hello to so many ladies in one time. That is absolutely amazing. It's 2 payments of £5.40 for your Hunter's Star. Let's move on. Now, draw a circle. Tell me about this.
So I make quilting rulers to quilt with, so they use the thing and you guides it through. But I myself struggle with this a little bit, so we've done this, and it's a compass. So you put a pin in one end and a pen in the other, and you draw onto your fabric with a fabric pen that will iron off or wash out, and then you sew on the line. So you sew at your own speed in your own comfort. So you can draw concentric circles really easy. You know, it's as simple as that.
It's a bit like, what was it when we
spirograph.
That's it, spirograph.
It's not spicy. Spirograph goes all over the place and makes wonderful patterns that interlock. Where you can create that, but you have to keep moving your centre point. So this has a fixed centre point which goes round. So it's 4 rulers that link together. They're number order. You can't put them together. They say that the first one is 2 to 12 or something, and the next one is 13, and you can't actually put them on in the wrong order because all the little pegs that line up are fractionally different, so that you can only go together in one order. I say in a pin in the middle, and when we hopefully we'll get around to demonstrating this, because someone asked me the other day, how do you hold it? And I've always been holding it with a pin. But I've found that an unpicker is so much easier to hold it because it's got a really sharp point on it and it's got a handle on it. You can hold a pin you can't really hold in very well, and you haven't got much to hold, but an unpicker has got a lot more stable to it to hang on to.
How about a pokey tool?
They won't go. It's not sharp enough.
Oh, is it not?
No, it's got to be something with a sharp end because it's got to stick into the fabric and then stick into the underneath to allow you to swing. But
the unpicker will
the unpicker works really well, and that's what I used for the last one. So.
Amazing, isn't it? You'll be able to do circles now. 2 flexi payments of £8.10 if you're in the club. 002237. Remember, that's with your 20% off, so it's a great deal. Right, we're moving on. We've got more. Let's take a look at this one, Andy.
So this is the Hexagon snail trail. Now this is our best-selling ruler this year. Everywhere we go, I demo this at the shows. And as soon as they see what we can make with it, they all want to buy one. So it's been on several times. So who knows how many people haven't seen it? It's just dead simple. So you know what a jelly roll is these days?
I do know what a jelly roll is.
Strip rolls, or dessert rolls, or they've got other names.
A roll of fabric.
A roll of fabric.
Yes.
It's 2.5 inches wide. So this ruler is designed to work with that.
Okay.
So it sits onto your fabric and allows you to chop the ends at 60 degrees, so you can cut triangles with it, you can cut half hexagons, elongated hexagons, even bigger elongated than even that.
Wow.
So that goes round to make that. So that's the length of the ruler, and then the ruler's got lines on it, so you can double the size of what you make with it.
Okay, let's show
you. So
you
can
this.
then go to this, which is virtually uses an entire jelly roll.
Gosh, look at that.
So
that's amazing.
So again, you're just cutting the strips off and you're just sewing them on and sewing around. It just gets bigger and bigger.
And that's a whole jelly roll.
That's a whole jelly roll. And so that's that going round. But then we found out that it wasn't just as... We could do other things with it. So
what can we do?
So we get up this way. So a big tree.
Look at that.
So that's, again, the maximum width of the jelly roll, of the width of the ruler that it will cut.
That's interesting.
The butterflies is another template of ours, which is no doubt on your web.
That'll be great for Christmas, as well as, you know, beautiful trees. Let's see what else we can do.
Talking about Christmas then.
Yep.
This can be a Christmas table centre, or it can be a Christmas tree skirt if you split it or don't sew it up. It can be a skirt, and obviously the trees can be bigger because you've seen a larger tree.
Yeah.
So we've got that, and then we can still go them.
The amount of things you can do with this.
In a row.
Oh, I like this.
So, you know, a table runner with trees on it, topping and tailing them.
Love that.
So then we did...
It just goes on. It's like a magic trick, isn't it?
An illusion block. Get it up the right way because one of the butterflies are up.
Oh,
so all made with the diamonds that it will cut. So once again, still all made with the ruler.
Yeah, I love that.
And then I think lastly, we have the large bed runner that we did.
Oh, I love the colours in this. Look at this. Wow, look at that.
So again, all simple made with the ruler.
That's brilliant.
Because you're making a hexagon, which you're then just joining them together. So you could make an entire quilt with it. You know, you could make a full, you know, double bedspread with it, and you could even leave it with this hexagon-shaped edge. You don't have to finish it off, you know, don't have to square it up.
I really like it. It's kind of really on trend, this sort of design, isn't it? It would look amazing. You could do like a headboard in that particular design as well with a matching quilt. So, wow. Well, if I know lots of people have seen this already, but it seems that lots of you haven't because we're busy for it. 2 payments of $7.65 if you're in the club. Remember, that's with your 20% off. 039260. Stock-wise, 40% of the stock is gone. So there are people that are still buying it, Andy.
Well, I say everywhere we go, people see it for the first time. So I mean, you know, obviously we only see X amount of people at each show, and as we go around the country. So
fantastic.
But it is. I mean, it just when originally it was made, it was originally just made to make this.
Yeah.
And then because we've had it like a year and a half now, it's grown as the things we can make with it. It just gets bigger and bigger.
Expanding. Love that. 039260. 40% of the stock gone. Right, let's move on. We've got a few more to show you, then we will be getting to demonstrations. And remember, if you've got any quilts or anything you'd like to show Andy with any templates that you've bought from Crafty UK, then the email address is studio@createandcraft.com. Now, your twisted pinwheel.
So we've done, I mean, my first show on... the other one, Hochanda or whatever it was. Even
you can still say it, it's fine. We're all one now. It's okay.
So my first show on Hochanda in the other building, the first time I did, I bought on a twisted pinwheel. That was one of the first things I bought on. But this is our 10-inch version. So the one I bought on originally, it started off as with a charms pack. And then went from that. This starts off with a layer cake, which is a 10-inch square.
Yes.
So what you're holding there is the second version of it, because from the waist from the big one, you can make this one, and then from the waist, that's the same size as that one, then the waist from that one, you can make that one.
Look at that.
But the big one is under here, you see, because we haven't even got to the big one.
Oh yeah, well no,
This is what it started off as.
If you're going to have one, have a big one, that's what they say.
So that's the 10-inch one, so it produces, and there was a lady last time that confused because she thought the square was actually starting off with a 10-inch square.
Yes.
You start with a 10-inch square, you sew them together, then you use the template, which is only an 8-inch square.
Yeah.
I have to stress that because someone got confused last time.
Okay.
I sorted her out on the phone and she was quite happy at the end of it, but it was just confusion crept in. So, so that's the 10-inch twisted pinwheel. Once again, a complicated pattern, but it's just dead
made
simple.
easy with the template. It looks very, very effective as well. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, isn't it? Really like that. $21.99, but if you're in the club, yes, you've guessed it, you get your 20% off with the event that we're running at the moment, and you can become a club member today and take advantage of the savings right now. That will be instant as soon as you become a club member. Be a club member first. You might have to sign out and sign back in again, but I don't think so, and then you can get that discount. Right, we'll change the details because we've got more for you. And the next one we've got here, now this looks rather interesting.
So this is called Winding Ways. So this again is a template that exists out there, but once again one of them ones that you can't necessarily get hold of.
Yeah.
So this is all sewing curves. So I wouldn't put this in the easy beginners bracket.
No.
But the lady that made this, Liz Binns, this is actually her quilt. She's lent it to me because she actually uses my templates.
Did she use the circle to do the circle quilting?
I don't know what she used
very
actually,
clever.
but it's very
clever.
She's a very accomplished quilter, so that's her version. That's her version of it, and she this was on display in the Harrogate Quilt Show, and we borrowed it from there. But she actually uses our templates and does workshops around the country with them. But our lady bought them the other day because if you know. They're not impossible to do. They just need more. They're a little bit more challenging than sewing two squares together.
Well, do you know what? That is absolutely beautiful. You could make that too if you go for your Winding Ways. Details on your screen. £7.20 is your first payment. If you're in the club, you get that 20% off, which is a great deal. Right, we're moving on. Another 3 to show you, and then we'll head to Dem the Mo. But it's good to talk you through the templates, especially if you're new to crafting with fabric, because sometimes it takes a little bit of understanding of how it all comes together. Now this is a terrific price at $13.99, but you do get your 20% off by being in the club. Tell us about this one, your squares.
So it's a square in square. So once again, it's a really simple concept. You put in a square with 4 triangles on the edge of it. But this is what's around the edge of the Sleeping in the Moon, the smaller one, because there's 2 sizes in this pack. There's a 5-inch one, and then there's a 2.5-inch one. So the 2.5 is in the Sleeping in the Moon, and then both of them are in the quilt that's behind me. There. So it's a very good for creating borders, because it just creates this one block in one colour, one block in the other. All they're just made in the black and the white. She's got a white square and a black square with the opposite round the edge of it.
That's really effective.
And it works by cutting it down. So each square you make is a perfect square. So there's no if you sew a block together wrong, the thing doesn't accumulate, the error doesn't accumulate.
Oh, that's what I need then, because I do that.
Because each one is a perfect square, because you cut a square, you sew 4 rectangles to it, and then you trim it down again. So you end up with a perfect 5-inch square with a 1/4-inch seam allowance, or a 2.5-inch square with a 1/4-inch seam allowance, and then you sew them together. This will get your points and stuff more accurate. It does waste a little bit more fabric, but then it's, you know, you can stuff a cushion with what scraps come off. It's not much, but it just makes it so much easier.
Do you know what? It's a terrific price. £12.59. You can divide the cost of that into 2 payments. Now, next up, something that will be very popular, I know, sorry you there, is Robin.
Yes, we bought this on again because the Christmas.
Roger the Robin.
Christmas is looming, and robins aren't just for Christmas. You see them all year round.
You certainly do.
But yeah, so it's another nice little applique thing. So we put these in these hexagons because we're just sitting them on a branch. So you've got all the bits in there to make. You don't get the branch. I made the branch up, but you do get the little holly that's in his mouth. And then, but these two have put down the holly. They're having an argument over a worm.
Well, it might be an argument, or it might be a scene like from Lady and the Tramp when they're eating that spaghetti. Maybe they're going to in the middle. Poor worm. I'm sure the worm will get away. He'll split himself in two and off he'll go. No worms were hurt in the building of this block. But that is a beautiful and terrific idea, isn't it? We're busy for that one. Just £10.79, 528901 is your item number.
I packed up 2 of them before I came here because they'd already sold earlier today, so I've already started packing people's orders.
Oh, fabulous. 40% of the stock has gone. And you get all of your instructions with that. Right, up next we have got your fabulous, now is this another compass template?
We've called this Nelson's compass. So it's originally a mariner's compass, which there's out there, but because we come from Norfolk, we like to have, Nelson was a Norfolk chappie.
He was.
And these compasses are nautical frame of mind, so we've called ours Nelson's compass. So there's all the bits there to make Nelson's compass, which is the, that way. I get my left and right. Which is the yellow and black behind me. So the Nelson's compass is the centrepiece, and that is the centre block. So it's a 20-inch square that makes that piece. The rest of it is. The rest of that quilt's done with the square and square.
It looks 3D, doesn't it? The way that it's been cut and put together. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
I mean, it was originally meant to be foundation piece where you get paper and you sew piece it on and lay it over again. But when I laid it down the first time, I did it as that and templates, and it worked. So, hey. There it is. It turned into a template set. So.
2 payments of £9. If you're in the club, that's with your 20% discount. 207586 is your item number. And then finally, you've got your flowers and leaf template. Again, all made out of acrylic.
So this was another quick little thing that we did for, I think it might have been one of the New Year Day shows or something, just as something quick. So the flower is actually half a flower, so you've got the ones with the large petals and the one with the small petals. So you either fold your fabric in half or turn it over and draw it. So you've got the 2 different flowers that you can do. Janice is inspecting the binding on everything because she's made 2 quilts and that's all she's got to do now.
I know, so I'm so excited.
Just looking at the binding all the time on everything she's doing.
I'm like, oh, how'd you do that? Isn't this beautiful? I mean, this would be really nice as a little mat for the floor, maybe a baby changing mat, something
so
like
that. I mean, we've put on lots of them on here, but if you've just got something that you wanted just to brighten up, you could quite quickly put a flower on it, and do it.
Just
so this was another one. I think that's got to go up one, mate. This was made of recycled fabric.
Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? So it just goes to show all the different things that you can make and all the different fabrics and all the different looks that you can get from that, whether you're using one flower or you're using it on repeat. £8.99 in the club, 769586 is your item number. Head to the website to see all of the items that we've just previewed on the show, and remember, the first item that we previewed, that had the free gift with it worth £9.99, the tool. So make sure you do go and check that out. Now, on everything in the show, you have got 20% off by being a club member, because we are in the midst of our craft club celebration. And here's another thing: if you want to go to a fabulous craft show, you can go for free if you're in the club.
Tickets are on sale now for Crafting Live at the Exhibition Hall in Atrium, East of England Showground, Peterborough, on the 21st and 22nd of October. Sign up for free make and takes, stock up on your crafty goodies from a vast range of exhibitors, and watch live guest demonstrations. We will also be broadcasting live, so join our audience and meet our presenters after the shows. Club members order your tickets online to receive free entry. So treat yourself or someone special to a great day out and book your tickets now at createandcraft.com and search for Crafting Live. We look forward to seeing you there.
Right, we're going to have a demo, but before we do, we want to mention this beautiful quilt behind us.
So this was the 10-inch twisted pinwheel, which we were halfway down the counter, but we hadn't got this far. So this was made by a lady called Debbie, who lives in Scotland, and is one half of Bigger Stitches, who are friends of ours. So, and we stayed at Debbie's once. Debbie's got 3 beagles that are absolutely mad. So much fun. Great. A weekend, we were there about 5 days, I think, of craziness. But this is the twisted pinwheel made by Debbie because we had a joint stand at one of the shows, so we had it combined on this. They did the fabric, we did the template.
Wow,
so,
that is amazing. That is amazing. Right, Andy, what are we going to do first?
So we'll just quickly, for the freebie tools that you've got there, we've got what we call a fabric buckle. So you can see that if I just put it against myself. So that's there. So we called it a fabric buckle because it looks like a buckle that's on the you know, that you get on your belt. So that's the buckle. So we're just going to show you how that works. So so basically, whatever its size on it, this is a 2 1/4 inch one.
Okay.
So you cut your fabric at 2 1/4, and we just basically thread it through. We folded it in half. We thread it through. And just to start it off, let's thread it through the other way, then it'll be easier to see it.
And this is just part of the tool set.
This is just one thing in the tool set.
I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tools in the toolkit.
So we're just going to use the iron, and we're just going to push our way along, and we're just guiding that in like that, and then we'll just carry on.
So is this what I need for my binding?
So this is what, if you're going to do 2 1/4 inch binding, this is what you need. One of these might fall into your bag as you go home. You never know if you're lucky like that.
Wow, you never know.
So
now with the tools, so that's your 2 1/4. Do you just get the one in the toolkit?
We do a whole set of them. We do a set where we normally do a 2 and a 2 1/2. We bought a 2 1/4 on because a lady the other day asked for one particularly, so we had to make one. But we'd also do a set from 1 inch up to 6 inches, because people use it not just for binding, but they use it for bag handles to multi-fold things over, because it's an easy way.
That's a good size for that. So that's included in your freebie toolkit, £9.99. Now, if you are watching this on repeat, you're thinking, oh, I missed the freebie in the show. It's still available. It will be available until Friday.
But we think until Friday. I remember India did tell me a date, but I think she said the 11th. I have no idea what day it is or what the date is. I think
we're thinking the 11th, so it's going to be available for the next couple of days. But nearly half the stock has gone.
Right, so that was just what that does. So now we're going to move on to the Hunter's Star. So they're all templates, and you're going to place them on and draw and cut round them. Now a lot of times people think this wastes a lot, so I just wanted to show someone that there is actually a quicker way of trimming off of any template. So here we've got a bolt of fabric. I'll just move that slightly. So I know you don't all have bolts of fabric, but you have cut your fabric, you have cut it off. You know, you've bought a metre of fabric and you've trimmed it off. So what you need is a strip of fabric that's exactly...
Do you need a cutting mat underneath
there? No, I'm not going to cut.
Oh.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
I had a little bit of a panic then, thinking we don't have a cutting mat and you're going to go straight through our counter. Okay.
That's all right. It's good.
Always use a cutting mat.
So what you don't know is the width of this. You could measure it, but it's never going to be exactly 1 inch, 2 inches. It's going to be something silly, the exact amount. So all you're going to do is you put your ruler on the edge there. You put this. So these have got non-slip dots on. So I'm putting the dots upwards. So we're just going to line that up on the edge there. We're sliding it up. We line it there and there until we've got what we want. Then we take our rotary cutter. Whoosh. The blade's shaved. Don't panic. God, she's so nervous.
Around rotary cutters I am. I've tried to use them at home, so I know.
We'd trim that strip off, and there we'd have our perfect strip in another colour, which will now fit our template. So
perfect.
So that can be done with any of the template, even the larger one.
Yeah.
Even if you want, so you just move this over, and you just trim. Just trim a block off like that. So that's you're getting that level there like that. So any template, not just Craft UK templates, any templates that you want to cut a lot of them off, you can cut them in strip form just by this simple task of using your fabric. You know.
Perfect.
So we'll put that back. So that's that. So now you've got your pieces. So now we've got the strip. So not all templates will cut like this. Some of them they're not symmetrical, so you can't cut left and right. But this one is symmetrical. I haven't got my rotary cutter back. So I've got a mat to cut on now. So that's the exact width of that. So I'm just going to trim the rotary cutter off, trim it off like that, trim that there, and that's 2 pieces. Separate.
See how easy is that?
That's 2 pieces for my star. Now now, because this thing is, the angle is the same. If it was just stayed flat, that'd have stayed joined. All I've done is turned it over, and I put my next one on there. I line it up with that angle, trim it off, trim the 2, and I can carry on cutting off like that. So that is really simple, quick way of cutting off of a strip. So you can just cut your pieces. You know how many pieces you want because it tells you in the instructions you get with it. To make a block you need so many of A, so many of B, so many of C. So it's simple, we're going together like that. So that's the pieces there. So now we're going to sew them together. So the block is going to contain one black piece, two white like that, and then one of them on the top there. So that's how we're going to sew them together.
I'm just coughing a little bit. I think it's your woolen. That's made of wool, isn't it? You know, your mat.
Yeah.
I think I'm allergic to wool.
Oh.
I've finally figured it out. Whenever I do a show and there's wool on, I don't start to get a little bit coffee, my eye starts watering, then I blow my nose and I'm fine. I do need to tell you something though. There's been a few little gremlins in the system with your double discount. Some of the items I think you've been checking out and it's not put the double discount on. So if you contact the call centre, they will help you. They'll get it sorted for you. But everything is fixed now. There's just a little gremlin in there. So if that's happened to you, give the call centre a call. Ring the call centre, 01733 62000, and they'll sort that out for you. They'll rectify any issue for you. So it's all back up and running now, so you get your double discount.
Okay, so we've the first few bits. So we just folded it over. So I always say this on to groups when they use the templates. If there's a corner that's been trimmed off of a template, it's not because I'm tight and I'm trying to save acrylic. It's to help them line up. So that is there. That fits on exactly on there. So then I will just press that over.
Perfect.
Then I'm going to sew one on to the other side. I picked a great fabric to bring on the telly, didn't I? You can't tell which is up and which is down. But then I suppose technically if you can't tell which is up and which is down, no one's going to know whether you've done it wrong or not.
They won't. Well, you could always put a mark on there, like an erasable marker if you're worried for the first time.
It's only certain fabrics have it's the light colour in the spray time range. It's because it shows through onto the back.
And I guess this is how quickly your blocks can come together and your patterns.
So so we're sewing that onto there, and then we're going to take the black one again, and that's going to go on the top there like that. And again, the corners are cut off. It's lined up, so the corners will fit across there like that.
Okay.
And then again, we're going to just sew that bit on.
Now remember, if you've got any quilts that you've made at home or any blocks that you're working on at the moment, even if it's not with Andy's templates, if you just want to show, please do send them in and inspire us and inspire everybody else out there, which is, you know, always a nice thing to do. And the email address for that is studio@createandcraft.com. The first set, the toolkit, the rulers and the toolkit, 60% of the stock has gone. That's your free toolkit worth $9.99 alongside those rulers. So 60% of the stock is gone.
If you're watching this later tonight and you log on and they're all gone, give me time to talk to staff in the morning, and we will load some more on. Depends as to what sells overnight, doesn't it?
Yes.
I can only put so many on, and then if they sell out, but we will put. But trust me, we will put some more on before. So just sort of like come back to it. Be a bit patient.
Yes.
Because the staff in the other room don't wake up until 9 o'clock, do they? They don't work through the night.
Unfortunately, some probably don't wake up until midday, but that's another story. I'm just kidding.
That's right, they have the sound down in there, don't they? They can't,
Actually,
unless they've all gone home by now, haven't they? Yeah.
Straight out that door.
We can say what we want about them, can't we?
So if you're ever passing this way, there's always a mini traffic jam because everyone just leaves. But yes, we will load some more, but the ones we've got at the moment are on direct dispatch or immediate dispatch because you've got to make the extras.
I've got to make extras. I've got some, but it just depends as to how many sell, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So.
But if you are watching on repeat, if it's 4 in the morning and you go and there's none left, then just hang on. Tomorrow, come back in the morning, try again, and you'll get your free toolkit.
So that was the half that we've sewn together.
That's
We
good.
sewed that to that, and then we sewed that one on there. There's the other one that I made earlier.
Yep.
So that is exactly the same, but it's
Yep.
just the colours are the other way round.
Yeah.
So that's going to go there and make that block. So we'll just put that on. Really, I should pin or I should clip, but
For demonstration purposes, we won't.
we won't. So
But you can see, again, just how easy these blocks come together. If you're new to sewing, maybe you've been sewing for quite some time, you've been doing some alterations, or you've just been making bags, for example. Maybe you're venturing into quilting. It would be a good idea to get some of the templates that we've got on the show so you can take your experience further. Now, the Hunter's Star acrylic template, almost half the stock has gone, £9.59. That's with your double discount on. And if you want to go for that, it does make some amazing
I was
styles.
surprised how quickly it came together. I've heard about it and
Yeah.
I've seen it. Never actually thought about doing any templates, but because I've been asked a few times, there. So that's then the first block of the. That's a 6-inch block.
Yeah.
So it measures 6.5 because it will get. When it's sewn together, it will lose a 1/4 inch all round. It will become a 6-inch block. So you just cut another one of them there, one there, and one there, and
you
it
do.
builds to that. So you can't class that as a block by itself. So
No.
we call that the 6-inch square.
Right.
4 of them go together to make a 12-inch
that's your
block.
block.
That's your block, because then you've got your star will appear in it, and you just make as many as you want, and just carries on that.
Is that the one, the second one along?
Yeah, that's that one there. So
wow, look
so
at
we've
that.
we've just made one little section. So those two bits are the part of the they're the part of the star.
It's you know, it really is amazing when you see the quilt for the first time. You go, whoa, how was that made? And then you break it down and you put it into the blocks, and there it is. So it's just that one block, but repeated,
And then
will create that.
And then to get the coloured ones, we
Yeah.
just swapped those two bits for coloured fabric. And just so we replaced, we put a light green and a dark green there, and then in the bit that went there, we had them again. We swapped the dark green for the black and the light green for the white.
Makes
in them
sense.
cases, and it just flowed round, and then you've got that coloured star that's in that, or the yellow, the orange, the red.
Yeah.
And it really, I'm surprised. I'm just amazed we haven't done it before. It's just one of them things that's out there, and we just haven't. We haven't turned it into templates, but I wasn't aware until I looked.
Yes.
That you couldn't get them.
I just think it's amazing.
You can't get. No one in this country is. There aren't ones available, and the ones from America are not that expensive. But the carriage to get them here is more expensive than what the templates are themselves.
Well done, Andy. Well done. I mean, Crafty UK have got these available, and it means that you can make them instantly. 2 payments of £4.80. That's with your double discount, and that's 383350. That's available on Flexi, where we divide the cost. And here's our lovely Catherine to tell you some more.
Flexi Buy. It's as simple as shop, click and craft. Buy it today. Spread your payment at no extra cost. There are no fees, no interest and no waiting. So whether you're potty on paper craft, mad on mixed media or just starting your sewing journey, shopping has never been easier. It's time to buy what you want, when you want, with 2, 3 or even 4 interest-free Flexi Buys. Shop today with Flexi Buy on Create and Craft.
You find that, Andy. That wasn't Catherine, that was me. Okay, right, we are having a very busy show. Andy's just getting ready to do a demonstration on the bear in the moon, so we'll have a look at that in a moment's time. Now, 80% of your ruler bundle has gone already, and that gets you your free toolkit worth $9.99. It's great to have rulers like this to do the intricate detail, the smaller parts of your quilts and your blocks and your designs, rather than using the larger rulers and trying to cut out a smaller square, for example. We have got your smaller squares within here, and it gives you a chance to really build and create those brilliant designs. You get the full instructions. They're all included in that fabulous VHS box, because that's all about recycling. 173888 is your item number, and you do get your free toolkit. Now, if you're watching this at 4 in the morning, you're trying to get your free toolkit and maybe we've sold out, that's okay. Come back tomorrow and Andy's going to load some more, but the ones we've got at the moment are on immediate dispatch. So it's a good idea, if you do want to get a hold of it, to get that free kit there Pop it into your basket. 173888, 2 payments of £10. Right, we will be demonstrating Sleeping in the Moon next. I mean, we won't be just sleeping on air, it is a block. And this is what it makes, this gorgeous little bear, cute and cuddly, sleeping in the moon. Make a lovely cushion, a great bag front, or even a wall hanging, or the centre to a block, for example, or pillowcases. Wouldn't that be amazing? You also get the templates within the templates to make the Zs. So that's the sleepy Zs, and they're all the same, which is great. So you're not just guessing, and you don't need to have an embroidery machine because you've got the template to put the stitches in there. So if you've got a basic sewing machine without embroidery on there, that's going to aid you and help you. It's only £12.79. 704851 is your item number, and you get the full instructions as well. It's words and pictures, so it's going to be easy for you to read, and there's also that little picture on the back of the wall hanging that we've got here in the studio. 704851, your double discount takes you down to £12.79, which is a great club price. It's normally $15.99, but if you want to pay on Flexi, it's £6.40 today, £6.40 in a month's time. We are going to look at the Hexagon. It's always when it's with the H's, isn't it? It's difficult. We are going to look at the Hexagon snail trail. There you go. You get 2 template, or it's the number 2 template that you get here. 039260 is your item number. Normally £16.99, but if you're in the club, it goes down, double discount, to £13.59, and that will be available on Flexi as well. Your square in a square is available and also proving to be very popular. That's just £11.19 in the club because that's with your 20% off. 689048 is your item number for your square in square. And one more to show you. We've got Roger the Robin. There he is. Beautiful. You can use this all year round because robins are with us all year round. A great native bird. 528901 is your item number. 2 payments of £4.80. Right, I think robins are the national bird of the UK. There's lots of different national birds. I think the national bird of Japan is the peacock. Oh. I know. It's a fascinating thing when you look into it.
I thought we'd have been a blackbird or a sparrow.
Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Yes, the robins is with us all year round.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
So the Sleeping in the Moon, the bear. So the moon is in 2 halves because it, quite frankly, it wouldn't fit in the box and it would use up a lot more acrylic and make the whole thing a lot more expensive. So you're going to trace around there, and then you'd flip that over and trace around the other bit to cut your moon out. So you're going to put your moon down first. It shows you that instruction, but it does tell you about this corner of the moon, about not ironing it down.
Back over there?
Sorry.
No, now we move it.
I forget. I normally had to stay in your confined area because the camera was fixed, but now they've got a roaming arm, haven't they, that goes all over the place.
We've got posh cameras now.
Posh cameras now since I came in last. So yes, so you'd flip that over, but it says about not sticking this down. If you put Bonder web down, you just iron and leave this bit, because if you see where the bear is, his foot is tucked behind the moon because he's sitting astride the moon. His one foot is one side and one foot is the other. So yes, you could try and cut the foot accurately to fit it on the moon, but if you just tuck it behind the moon and let the moon go back over the top, then it looks better and you don't have to line it up. So that's what you're doing there. So the whole thing has. So the first thing you're going to start with, I mean, you're going to be thinking, oh, I've got to get it central. How do I get this abstract shape central? We've covered that because that was my first thought when I started doing it, because I just put it on a supersized piece of fabric and then trimmed it down, and I thought, well, that's no good because I need to solve that problem. So I worked out where the center point was. So the center point happens to be bang in the middle of his paw. So I've put on the template, I've put a tiny little cross. So how much the camera can zoom in on that, there is. Oh, look at that! It's very good, this camera. So just there is a little cross. So that is the centre of the bear in the moon, sleeping in the moon. That's the centre of the whole thing, the side of the moon, the top to bottom. So that's how you're going to line it up to centralise it, is with that bit. So you're going to lay this on and roughly guide it out. So
why are there holes in this template just here?
This one here. So this is the section of the moon, and the the arm came out of there.
Ah, there you go. You just push that out when you get it home.
That falls out. That won't. You won't have to push it out because the acrylic is cut. So therefore, there's a piece of acrylic that's been burnt.
Brilliant.
So it's not like a jigsaw that it goes in. If I lift that up, that stays behind.
Yep.
Because it is fractionally smaller. We are talking fractionally, but
well, there's no arm in it, is it?
No, there is. There is an arm.
Oh, there is an arm in it. Yeah.
So that's just it's just us saving on a piece of acrylic again, sort of using it up. So you can, once again, as we said on the blue ones, the red that we had there, we did them in different colours, or you can do them in one lump. So I've got a white one here. Your templates will be clear, but to make these counter sample, I had to cut one out, so I had some white acrylic. So I thought that would be actually easier to see on the telly. So I've actually taped these bits together. You can see there that they're individual pieces, and I've put some tape on them to hold them together. So therefore, I've drawn round my bear, the bits there like that I want to cut out. The foot is separate because you only get one foot.
Andy, I've got to just interrupt a moment, just in case anyone's watching the demonstration and thinking, right, I'll buy it afterwards. We're limited stock for Sleeping in the Moon. Limited stock. We'll carry on though, but just to let you know at home, because I don't want anybody thinking I'll wait till afterwards. It might be a good idea to check out your baskets right now and make sure you grab it. And at £12.79, it would be a good gift for somebody. I think it's a great price for a gift for somebody.
And it's there's always someone that's having a baby that would be useful. So you only get one leg. So on the leg there is another line which helps you line up of where the other leg goes, because the other leg is shorter. It seemed pointless in having two legs, the same one just a bit shorter than the other.
Well, we've all got one leg shorter than the other,
That's why we walk around in circles in the desert, isn't it?
Absolutely. We've all got one leg shorter than the other.
So you would then, I've then positioned that there, and I've drawn around that. So there's your bit, and then you would cut that out with a pair of scissors. This with a plique on. I've left the mouth separate because that I felt when I did this would need to be in a different colour. So I've drawn the mouth on there, but I was just doing this in two colours. And then you would place your things like the arm, you'd place that onto your quilt, draw that line on your quilt, and then quilt on that line to signify where the arm goes. So that's that's as simple as that. That's what it does. And don't forget that when you draw on the back, so I've got my bear like that, the fabric is going to be the other way over. So if you wanted the bear to particularly to face one way or the other, you've got to draw it the opposite to what you want. Because you're working on the back, you're going to get a mirror image. You're going to get a mirror image of what you do, which is why it can be done left and right. So.
Oh, he's so cute, isn't he? And he looks so content as well. Did you model the bear on yourself?
No, I don't know what I look like when I sleep, but
take a selfie. It's so super cute, but it is limited stock. £12.79. That's your price with your double discount on. Oh, it's now on extended delivery, so it's going to be 7 days, and it will be dispatched this time next week. So you can still get it, but it is on extended delivery. So that's good news.
They may be out before then. It's just that gives us time. We will certainly the first people that as we just sort through the orders. It depends what else goes on extended delivery. If they all go on extended delivery, then we'll be cutting like mad until. But chances are we'll get them cut in the next few days.
All right. 704851 is your item number. Also, we're limited stock on the rulers with the free tool set. So we are limited stock on that. And that's for direct dispatch. If you are watching this and we've sold out, do come back tomorrow because Andy will have some more for you, but it's going to be on extended delivery. This is an offer with the free gift that's going to last, we believe, until the 11th. So you can continue. 173888. Can we have a look at the tools actually and just explain what they do? If I pass them into you, Andy, if we got a piece of black fabric or something maybe to hold them against, I'll give you those and you can go through them.
So we covered the buckle, so that was a 2 1/4 inch binding. So that's binding tool, so that's just for making your binding. So that's what that does. This one is a pokey tool. When you something you might want to do instead of doing binding, you can bag a quilt. So instead of putting binding round, you put a piece of fabric on what would be the front of it, and you sew round it, but you leave a gap so you can turn it inside out. So what you need to do when you get inside, and you need to poke out all the corners and stuff, and you don't want to be using like anything sharp.
No.
I mean, sometimes, I mean, a pen like that would be good because it's got a soft end, but a lot of the time people use knitting needles and stuff like that, and they end up going through the thing. So this is what that is. So that, and also you can go on the inside and you can run that along to help force the two bits in the right place.
Also good for bag making. You know, if you did that with a quilt and you did a bag of quilt, would that be with your wadding on as well?
You can do. You can put
even with the wadding, just pull it out.
You'd put the top of the quilt, the wadding, and then you'd put the backing on top.
That might be easier for me to do.
It is an easy way around. It just depends on. I mean, I like it for certain things like placemats and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of things like that. Behind you, there's a lady with a placemat in her hand. That's bagged.
Oh, thank you. Which.
So that's bagged.
Oh, right. I thought you meant the lady. What, you go, I thought she's not in a bag.
Well, we go back to abusing people. I'll take this opportunity and I'll apologise to Bridget, okay? Bridget out there, for what Joe said to you on Saturday, she didn't mean it. I'll tell you after the show. I can't tell you live on air. We'd both get suspended.
We'd both been suspended, would we? Wow.
What goes on beneath the counter, nobody knows.
They certainly don't. Get down, Shep. Right, so this one's been bagged.
Yes.
Yes. I'm intrigued as what was said. Right, I've got some news. The tool set that we're just talking about was a free gift with the rulers just there. We've sold out. It's now going to be on extended, and that extended is going to be 7 days. 173888 is your item number. So we've sold out. Again, if you're watching on repeat, we've got them on extended delivery. So that soon will go and it'll come up with extended for you. So that's bagged. I get it now. Brilliant. So that's an excellent tool for that.
I've lost a ruler.
Hey?
There was two of them. There's a 4-inch one and a 3-inch one in the pack. I don't know where it's gone.
It's not on me. I've not touched it. It'll be around somewhere.
We'll find one I've got beneath the counter, just to show the difference between the two.
You know, sometimes when they're see-through, you can't see it.
They run off.
Yeah.
That's why we put two in the pack. Because one's bound to run away. It'll be underneath them. We'll find it. It'll be here somewhere. So yes, so that was the pokey tool.
Yes.
Ideal for poking out corners if you bagged it to help run round, just to smooth that edge out. There's two little rulers. We often, you know, shows if someone spends a lot of money, we often give one of these away. These are so handy. I put a piece of blue tack, other sticky coloured
stuff is available.
Yes. On the edge of my sewing machine, and I stick it to it. So it's always there. So you're sewing away. You want to measure something, and then and here they go. This is what they do at the show. They get out their large ruler and they're trying to measure the money.
I've done it. I know exactly. Exactly.
You've got a little ruler there. It's brilliant. A ½ inch. If you want to know if you were sewing an exact 1/4 inch seam, if you put that in line with your needle and see where the edge of that is, that will give you a 1/4 inch seam to make sure you're doing it.
Fabulous.
So there's a 4-inch one and a 3-inch one,
excellent.
and then these are stepping gauges. So we call them houses. So they have, each one has a different width on, so there's 6 different, turn that over so you can see, 6 different sizes on there. So what you do, if I turn this over, no, that's no good. You want something with you can see. You'll better see on here.
Oh, look at the time. We've got about 2 minutes left of this live hour. Is this your only show today?
This is. I've got to go home after this and cook my own tea because she's gone out for the evening.
What? Oh, sorry, yes, I've got to mention the Hexagon snail trail. I just went off to find it, but it was handed in to me. I know. We've been busy for this as well. $16.99, but you've got your double discount in the club. Half the stock has gone. 039260 is your item number. And that is using that. But lots more as well. £2, £6.80. Sorry, Andy, I interrupted you there. I don't even know what that was that came out of my mouth over the past 30 seconds, but hopefully it made sense.
So the houses, so a stepping gauge. So if you were drawing this, so you were going to quilt these lines. So I put that on there, and I go to that point to there, and I draw that line in there, and then I'm going to use the same one, and I'm going to go for that line
We've only got 15 seconds left, Andy.
Into there, and it would end up going round roughly, and that would go round, and it would
And that's
make...
all you needed. Andy, we've got to say goodbye. We've got to say goodbye. And you need to tell me who said, when she said,
Joe.
Check out your baskets, everyone.
Joe said to Bridget.
Oh, let me know. She never said that, did she? That is shocking. I'll share it on Facebook later. Clayton Palmer Designs One Day Special is coming up next with our Paola, and then Angela Poole Christmas Frames collection.
We've got a fantastic quick pick for you. Now, you've got your tape pens. Normally, you'd only be getting 6 tape pens, but actually, you're getting 6 for free. So, 12 tape pens. If you've never used tape pens, why are they fabulous? Well, quick and easy adhesive dispensation. You've got your little ridges on the top. That's where your finger goes. So, keep the lid, because obviously that's going to keep it nice and tidy for you. All you do, you get the glue just by running, and then, of course, break the adhesive off. That means your adhesive is there, it's quick, it's easy, you're not getting glue all over your fingers, and it sticks immediately, so you're not waiting for anything to dry, which means all your mat and layering you can complete in seconds. It is a fantastic deal. It is your Create and Craft quick pick. So your item number is 252231. That's your buy one get one free Create and Craft pack of 6 purple tape pens, so you're getting 12 in total. Now that's only £9.99 if you're not a club member. However, if you are a club member, that price drops to £8.99, and we've even got Flexi for you, so you can split those payments, and it's going to give you 2 payments of £4.50 for your tape pens.
Hi, we're the team from Daisy Bee Stamps. My name's Nina, this is Josie, and this is my dad Roy, and we design and manufacture our very own polymer stamps. We decided to embark on turning our own designs into polymer stamps. We're really excited about where this is going to take us in the future and how we can evolve those designs and keep bringing you something that's just so different. So we wanted to add an extra element to our stamp collection, and this was down to Josie hand drawing the amazing sentiments that we now have in our collection. All our designs complement each other so that you can use them again and again to create something new.
And the Craft Club celebration continues, and of course, if you haven't heard about it, well, if you are a club member, you will get a double discount. And yes, it is 6 p.m. It is at the time of a brand new one-day special here on Create and Craft, and it's one of those companies that if you are into something that is a clever concept, beautifully designed and designed by one of us, one crafter that has had, well, learn herself, self-taught. Well, Clayna Palmer Designs is the company you want to buy from. Clayna joins us here in the studio. And how are you, Clayna?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm very excited with your brand new collection.
Oh, great.
Because you come up with such clever concepts. I love how the dies do several things always. They are very cleverly designed, so we don't have to pay too much to get a lot of for our money, because we can make all these boxes that we can see in here with the one-day special.
Yeah. Basically, what I've done is I've done a little ensemble here on the table, and this is one of each of the basic projects that you can make with the bundle. So you can make your heart-shaped bag, a heart-shaped card, you can make a square bag, you can make your boxes, and then you can use your elements for the front of a card there. So yeah, it may seem that there's only 2 die sets in
in the one day special, but
yeah,
you are
you can do a lot.
getting so much. Well, actually, let's break it down. The one day special already very busy. Already 10% of the whole day's stock has now gone. Now you are getting 2 brand new die sets as well as the nested squares. Plus, you are getting the paper pad, A4 paper pad that we will have a closer look later on. That Kleina herself has painted. Now this is the one day special. When you look at these shapes, you will think, well, I'm not sure how everything works. We will break it down with Kleina. But if I tell you that you can see that this is the kind of the arch, this is what creates that hard shape box in here, or hand, well, box or bag more like. And you can see in there that can be decorated. I need to show this as well as a card. I need to, because this is my favorite. Look at that. Look at this one. This is it. And then they take it. You didn't expect that, did you? But you can do things like that. A little bit of cheekiness is always good, but also you can create the taller bag as well with different ones. And we are going to break it down how you can make it all happen. Now, if you want your one day special, remember you are getting 3 die sets, including the nested square die sets, which are 16 metal die crafts, metal craft dies, 8 by 8 in size, the largest one. And if you already have this one, you can still go for the other dies. We have got a different item number for those ones. Now, that will appear at the bottom of the screen for that. Now, everything else, but you are not getting the squares. You may have it already. We want to cater for everybody. Now, nearly 20% of the stock has now gone. You are saving £32.99 if you are in the club, because not only you have got the £14 saving, but then you are getting a double discount as a club member. So it means that instead of paying £94.96 as a club member, you can flexify it into 4, and means that you can pay just, let's have a look about how much it is, and if you are in the club, there it is, £18.99. How amazing is that? 932246 is your item number for the club. Now, for the club or not the club, but it makes sense to be a member of the club, because then your saving is so big for this one that you will pay off. Right, shall I join Kleina, because we have got lots to show you, and let's go in there. Now, Kleina, let's go in. Ooh. Almost I fell over. That would have been such a good TV. Oh, there was a cable that I didn't see there. Oh, that would have been so funny, wouldn't it?
No.
Janice would have come in, don't worry. Right, Kleina, explain us the concept, how it all comes together.
Okay, so there's 2 different kind of concepts going on here.
Perfect.
But if I follow on from the one that I've been doing for a while now, and that is using the nested dies for your lids and your bases.
Fantastic.
Now, if I show you this nested set,
right,
I will take off the nested dies that we're going to use for the 3 stacking boxes.
Which are these 3 in here on the very side there.
These ones. Think. Right.
And I love that they do like almost like at an angle as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
Those are the amount of nested dies that we're saving from putting in the pack. Yeah. This is your stacking box.
Yeah.
Die pack. Now imagine if I had to put that in there as well. There's no way.
Yeah, that would cost already on its own like £60 or something like that.
Yeah, it would just be too expensive. We couldn't do that. Yeah. So I thought, this is something I've been doing for a while now. I thought, why don't I design boxes or bags or whatever it is, whatever project I'm making, whether it's the lantern or the snow globe or whatever, why don't I design them utilising nested dies, and then that way we can use the same nested dies over and over and over for boxes and lids. So those are the ones that you use for this set, and then for the heart bag or the square bag, you use that one. Now, look how many we've got left that we haven't utilised. But that's like nothing, is it?
Yeah.
So we really are making the most of these.
Absolutely. And then, of course, once you have them, the dies, if you don't have the square ones, it means that you have got all your matting and layering sorted as well. So, so it's one of those die sets that is so versatile, that is great to have. If you don't have it already, the one-day special has it in it. If you already have it, remember there's a different item number which brings you everything that we have got in the one-day special except the square nested dies.
So that's the first thing. You do need your nested dies to complete the projects.
Perfect.
Now the next thing to discuss, which is newer.
Yes, that one is the one that probably visually is harder to understand.
Yeah, because you might look at the pictures and say, okay, that's nice.
Yes.
And then you might look at that and go, oh, I don't want you to be daunted at all.
Right.
Okay, so what I've done is I've made it super easy for you. Now, look at this. This is a PDF that you can print off onto your really thin copier paper. I get the one from the supermarket that's about 75 GSM because I don't want it to mess around with my sandwich at all. Because you go too thick and then it's like a shim, isn't it? Now, what we're going to do is we're basically going to place our pieces onto the template,
right,
and then we're going to take them down, and we need nothing stronger than just our low tack tape. That's all we need.
Right, so the template, we can download it. Will it be on your Facebook group as well?
Yeah, it's in the Facebook group. So that's Kleina's Crafty Crew.
Oh yes. And then
so
low tack tape.
This is low tack tape. Now I obviously, if you ever need to take them off and you want to replace it, it's only a piece of copier paper. So you can print it as many times as you like. But having said that, when I was doing my samples and my demo packs, I used the same piece.
So fantastic. So one will last a long time, actually.
Yeah, I left it on there, and I just stored it on there.
Could we use parchment or vellum printable?
Well, there's no need to use anything expensive because it's only to hold your template.
That's true, yeah.
It's only to take your template to.
Ah, okay, yeah.
So all we're doing is, because we've got a nice wide lip.
Right, yeah.
See, I brought the Lincolns to the channel a few years ago.
They took the world by storm. It was such a clever concept.
I've been developing them because I had some time off poorly sick. Yeah. And I've been developing the idea and come up with so many ideas that I've just been so excited about. Now, as a lot of you may know, my background is in SVGs, so I'm used to creating big projects. It's a little bit frustrating to me when you can't do that with dies because dies are so expensive. Right. Obviously, metal's expensive, and then when you've got the shipping of metal, that's expensive. So, being able to break down, if you can see the little pile of kind of sticks that we had on there, we've now got a die that's nearly 9 inches wide.
Right, yes.
Now, we all know how much that would be. I would probably have to charge about £40 for that. Yeah. Now, for the side panel, you've got another one. Now, I would probably have to charge at least £25, maybe £30 for that. So, can you see again, like we were saying about the stacking dies, this would be too expensive to produce like this. Even if I was to infill them with lovely overlays, it's just too much.
It is. So, if we look at the club price, £75.97, not only you are getting 3 die sets, but then you are also getting the paper pad. Make your maths about how much of a deal that is, because like you were saying, Kleina, if you needed to charge £45 for £25, we would be talking about a set that will cost you around, I don't know, £175, and this is why I love working with you, Kleina, because every time that I work, it's like, you're so clever.
I bet you're thinking, what on earth is she going to come up with now?
Exactly. Well, actually, that's not far off. When I knew that we were working together, I was like, what are we going to be doing this time? Whatever. And as a designer myself, I know how difficult, how many considerations you need to have. And I'm telling you, this woman is a genius.
Well, I want to be able to come up with big projects. I want to be able to make big things. I don't want every bag or gift box to only fit a few sweets in.
Absolutely.
You know, I want them to be usable, properly.
Yes, and of course, you know, this is the beautiful thing. It comes with a paper pad as well, painted by Kleina with beautiful images. So we'll have a look in a second. Yeah.
Okay. Now, I didn't want to say it beforehand because I haven't been prepping on this machine at home, but that was 350 GSM card.
Wow.
It's really, really thick. And as you can see, it's cut through perfectly well. It's not... sorry, wrong camera. Right. It's not, you know, hurt anything. Now, I can cut those to my heart's content and then just store it directly on that piece of paper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you take it off every time, you might need to print off a new copy. But if you don't want to, do what I did and just store it on there. So those are the two basic concepts behind this collection. One, we're using the nested dies to their utmost ability. And the other one is we're expanding what the Lincolns can do.
Right, yeah, of course, you know, and this is the beautiful thing. So we have at the side, like the front and the back, cut in that way, and then the side panels are very simply built, very similarly, but with other pieces, right?
Yeah, so this is, it's the exact same concept.
And then,
so if you have a look, you've got these four pieces here. Clever. You just pop them on there.
Even to the fact of that, I love that, because then we can do holes into other things.
I had to do that one separately, because for the heart-shaped bag, of course, you want the holes in the side. But if you make the square bag,
I see.
You only want the holes in two sides.
Right.
So I had to make that removable.
Clever. Yeah, that makes and look at this. I mean, this is perfect for a bottle. They're so beautiful. This kind of. And now, if we make it something like this, can we make it to sell?
Of course.
Because I'm thinking forever flowers here. That would be such an inexpensive way as well to make it. You know.
Well, we're coming up to the gift giving season, aren't we? And then I was thinking, okay, we've been thinking about Christmas for a little while. What do I think of next? Next, I think of Valentine's Day. I think of Mother's Day.
Yes.
You know, and then next minute, people have had to postpone their weddings an awful lot.
Yeah, so there's a lot of weddings, season.
So I'm kind of trying to think a little bit ahead. I don't want to scare you and think, oh, 2023, but this will carry you for your Christmas gifting through to all your kind of spring and summer gifting as well.
Yeah. Right. Now, of course, if you want the one-day special, over 20% of the stock has gone. And this is a 24 hours of stock. Now, 14 minutes into the first hour, already 20. Now, can we have a look at the paper pad? Because, I mean, I love that you painted it.
Yes.
I love how humble Kleina is, but I think you're so talented.
I like to challenge myself, and I don't like to. I was just concerned if I picked any particular artwork that I liked, that it might appear elsewhere.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So I thought,
why not?
Why don't I do my own?
And I love how it's like, well, I want something unique. I'm going to learn how to paint it. And then look at these ones. Oh.
So we've gone looking forward to Valentine's, Mother's Day. Actually, I love this foliage one. Oh, they're double-sided, by the way.
Yeah.
Because if there's a side you're not keen on, you know, you've got the other side. So what we've got is we've got a mottled background, and then we've got we've got flowers, we've got birds, we've got big bold ones, we've got vintage ones, we've got bird cages, so I'm thinking weddings and things as well. So you've got a whole lot. But new for this pad are these card panels.
Yes.
So if I show you there's a faint line going through. So you just cut that in 4, and that will give you 4 standard size card panels. And then I've done one in the vintage colorway as well. So rather than just tell you that you can do that, I thought I would show you what that could look like. So if we look at the vintage ones.
Yes.
So I've made, oh, this will be fun. Let's put it in the right order. I didn't think to do that. There you go. You've got 4 cards.
Yeah.
So this I thought would be really cool for like giving you kind of simple but elegant kind of, you know, pretty cards that are easy to do.
And they are so pretty, and I love your style as well, that you have got, it's so pretty but it's so simple, and it's only can work if it's beautiful designs, if you know what I mean.
I have got a bit of a clean and simple kind of style, but I love other styles, but I just can't seem to do it.
Well, I think you do what you do very well, so that's the important
I appreciate so many different styles of crafting, you know, but whenever I craft, it always comes out very simple. But yeah, so there you go. That's the other colorway. Now, I will be honest, I couldn't decide when I was doing this whether I wanted it to be bold and colourful. I was thinking Valentine's Day with the reds and blacks and stuff. Or if I wanted to go super vintage and go weddingy. And then I just thought, you know what, let's have both.
Exactly. Let's go a little bit of both. And then once that you have got these papers, which are included both in the one-day special and in the, I would say, mini one-day special, because it's a kind of, it's everything that is brand new, but it's except the nested dies, which are at the bottom of the screen. You still can make all the boxes, it's just that the nested dies, if you don't have them, you need to go for the one-day special. 932246 is your item number for the one-day special, which includes the papers, it completes the dies, all of them, the brand new ones and the nested ones as well. If you are in the club, your saving is not £14, which is a great saving in itself, but if you are in the club, the saving is £32.99. If you flex it, if you want to flex it in the club, it's just £18.99. Oh no, £99 because it is the 4 payments of that. It is an incredible price and affordable. 932246 is your item number. That is the one-day special. Remember, 3 die sets that allow you to create all those beautiful boxes, 3 layering boxes with that beautiful angle, and of course the heart-shaped cards and boxes and bags, as well as the rectangle bag. I believe we are nearly a quarter gone of the stock, so you know what to do if you want it. Right, let's get to demo. Right, so Kleina, you are putting one of the beautiful trellis sort of dies in the side, right?
Yeah, that's right. So I call these composites because you butt them up next to each other and you can make your own composition, basically. And then what you'll find is the hole should be right in the middle of that.
I love how you can see it in here, the beautiful kind of tones that you are getting in there. Absolutely stunning.
But you can put them on the, just use them as a panel on a card. I like everything to be multi-use, so, you know, I do love a composite because it's up to you what you do with it.
Right. And then...
Okay, so so you cut 5 per side if you want to put these on your sides, but of course you don't have to. You can put pattern paper on the side. All you would need to do, there's 2 ways of actually doing that, putting pattern paper on the sides. You either cut this piece again and cut off all of your tabs, or just cut 3.5 by 7 inch. Okay. Because that's how tall the side panels are. Okay, I'm just going to curve this on my desk.
Is it that because of the curve of the heart itself?
Pardon?
Is it for the heart shape to get that curve?
Yeah. So I just kind of train it a little bit on the desk first.
So you do a little bit on the front and the bottom on the back, right?
It just needs to curve up and then down. It's a bit of a swoop.
Yeah. Like a nice, beautiful heart.
If you try and do it with your fingers and you do that, you give yourself paper cuts.
Ah.
Ask me how I know.
Right, well, how do you know?
Yeah, exactly. I bet we've all done that, haven't we?
Yes, I would imagine so. And these beautiful papers, I mean, I love the contrast.
Yeah, I should imagine that's quite you.
Yeah, very, very, very.
Okay. So, to speed things up, I put my red liner tape on. I do recommend, if you're going to make them at home, to use wet glue.
Right.
But all construction, I think, is best if you use wet glue.
Yeah, I mean, I agree.
Really?
But for TV purposes, red liner tape or something like that strong is brilliant.
Yeah, so...
What are you going to... Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. I'm just... thinking which bit am I going to put in first, because there's an inside piece and there's an outside piece.
Oh, okay.
So we need all four.
Right. So you remove the liner.
Right. So what we're doing is we're bringing the four pieces together, so we can pop one on at a time.
Okay. So we have got the base square, which is of course from the nested square.
From the nested dies, yeah. That's the 3.5 inch size.
Perfect.
So you're just putting them in across. That's all you're doing. Oh, and I haven't mentioned, I've actually done videos for the assembly of the main 3 projects. You know, the 2 bags and the boxes.
Yes.
So don't worry if you don't pick up everything, you know, because obviously I've done some preparation beforehand. Don't worry, there's
lots of...
There's videos, and they're not just assembly videos, they're actually like overviews. I talk through everything. I kind of treat them a bit like a Facebook Live, because I haven't had the guts to do them yet.
Of course. Yeah, that's good. By the way, we have had some suggestion from our lovely director, Taz, which is like, with this doll, you can make a massive dog bone. You know, like, that kind of thing. You can make a idea. Maybe you're doing a happy birthday party for the dogs. I know that people do that.
Yeah.
And you know, and then that could be all decorations as well.
Yeah.
Or you know, if you're for Halloween, you know that it could be a bow.
Oh, like
a
those,
massive
crossbones.
Yeah, crossbones. Or a bow as well.
Yeah. That was a great idea.
And this is what I love your dies, Kleina, because they are so versatile. Like,
well, I think we all get very imaginative as crafters, don't we?
Yeah, that's the beautiful thing. But only imaginative when there are the things that allow us to be, you know.
Okay.
Right, and then you have got all the little bits in there as well.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too...
To everything. Of course, if you have got white, PVA or tacky glue or something, would you use something like EVA glue as well from Pink for Crafts that is very strong? The glue.
What's that? Is that like acrylic?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they are good. That's what I was using at home, actually.
Yeah. Because that obviously takes a little bit of time to dry, but then it's a strong bond, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, actually, I was using the... Is it acrylic? Yeah, acrylic glue from Crafty Devils.
Oh, yeah, it's very good,
premium,
isn't it? Yeah,
they're premium glue. That's what I was using, and actually, that's got a really quick bond.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, and what I was doing as well, I was brushing it on to make it thinner.
Yeah.
And it was drying in no time. It was doing really well.
Yeah, fantastic. So do make sure to check that on the website, createandcraft.com, for glues if you need it. Now, if you wanted to go for the bundle, which is basically all the brand new items from the one day special, which means that you are not getting the nested squares. That, of course, maybe because you have gotten it before, that is an item number, different item number from the one day special. 743382 is your item number. You can see in here the image that we are going to show you just next exactly what you are getting. The 2 brand new die sets with the sides for the square box, as well as the heart shapes and the sides with the book, well, I call it the book of papers. Now, that of course is, if you are in the club, you still get double discount. However, if you are going for the one day special, then you are getting this square dies. If you don't have them, please go for this option, because it's going to make your life so much richer.
Well, I was thinking it's almost like you get those for free, isn't it?
Yes, because basically, if you're in the club, you are getting the square dies for £2.
So if you're kind of thinking, oh, I don't know if the square dies I've got at home will be the right kind of dimensions,
exactly,
you could take a chance.
And the other thing with the squares, they are always universal shapes, but they are not necessarily the same size like Kleina has done. So when I think it's like, I always think circles, squares, hexagons are the best investments, because even if you may have a couple of them that they are repeated in sizes in another set, you will not have the double stitch line, the inner and the outside one.
Yeah.
Or you will not. So then you can mix and match with whatever you have got, but then of course that has been designed to make sure that works with it. Over a quarter of the stock of the 1 day special has now gone. It is I mean, can I show you these boxes as well? Because these boxes are incredible. They look store-bought. And I'm thinking,
I actually glued the boxes to the lid, so if you take a box off, the lid will come with it. So so if you were to give it to one person, like for a birthday or something,
this the lid. That's so clever. Oh, that's fantastic, and you can have hidden secret things in here as well. Oh my goodness, that is just gorgeous. Love it, and I love that it's like kind of a proper tower, you know.
My other stacking boxes that I did, the octagon ones and the hexagon ones, they had 2 in. That was due to the dimensions that I was doing at the time. But with these, I've gone for 3, and I think it really, and like Ali on my design team, she was saying it reminds her of a wedding cake, which is really funny.
Yeah, that's true. It's actually. Yeah, they look like a little bit like
isn't it?
I was thinking as well, those side panels, it's perfect for building boxes of other shapes as well. I'm sure they would be amazing for that.
Oh, I'm sure there's other things you can do with these. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, they've got teeth, which means they'll curve, basically. Because if you just need a side to go straight, you'll just have one big panel, one big tab. So you can use them on shapes, but they'll also go straight. Yeah. So
right, so you put it on the side.
Right. So what I'm doing, I don't know
if you. I think we will. Taz will get it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure. Right. So what I'm doing is I'm pushing it in on my thumb on the outside. I'm pushing it back out on my fingers on the inside until I'm happy with the position, and then I just push down. You'll be surprised how quick this goes together. I should imagine. Right. I mean, obviously red liner tape is super quick. It takes longer, I swear, it takes longer to take the paper off than it does to use it. There, that's one side done. So I really don't want you to think, oh God, I bet this is really complicated, especially when you look at the dies. It's really not.
No, it's actually, the steps by steps are just so simple. It's just like, and I love that it's also, well, 3 dies, you die cut them twice, and that's it, you know. It's not like you have to die cut a million pieces and then this piece and then, oh no, this one is similar to this one, or where you got this one goes. It's like, you know, it's just a mirror,
I mean, some of my projects are a bit like that, but I mean, it's always worthwhile, you know. I try and keep things as simple as I can. There, so that's half done. Yeah. So we'll just bend the teeth in. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing with red liner tape. It's it's more difficult to get the liner off than anything else, isn't it?
I mean, let's be honest. If we were on live TV and you were using your wet glue, you probably would have done it about, you know, it's one of those ones that is like live TV has got some requirements that makes everything both speedier and slower.
Yeah, I mean, this goes down super quick because it's great, but I do think wet glue is better for longevity, I think. Do you think so too?
I completely and utterly agree, because ultimately wet is a binder between two, you know, binds it all together. With a double-sided is a film with adhesive either side, so you have got 2 more chances to come in and done, if you know what I mean. Especially if you live in or your house is very dry or very hot, definitely go for wet glue. Yeah,
very good.
You are such a perfectionist. I can tell that from your dies that you are a perfectionist, which is a good thing, because that is why your dies are so good. that everything works just so. I mean, look at that. I mean, how clever is that?
It's awful to rush it because it's like I'd like to take my time over it, you know, and get it absolutely perfect.
Now, you're using a heart there. Is that from one of your Broderie Anglaise collections?
Yeah, that's right. I thought, obviously, with it being a heart shape and looking forward to Valentine's Day and Mother's Day and all that kind of thing, I thought it would be great to bring these on. I think they're actually on a special price as well.
They are. They're at the bottom of the screen. You are getting the heart and the doily. So they are £27.98. £22.38 if you are in the club, and you have got 2 flexes there. They're beautiful. I love them. I remember doing them when they come out release, and just I love the detail.
Well, you can actually leave that centre area out and have that plain if you like wanted to put a sentiment or something on it. Okay, so I've got some flowers here. So
are this one from the link then? No,
these are these are the blooming anthems. These are on the show. I had to put the wild roses on because obviously I was doing roses. I think I'll put this one trailing down there.
Yeah, is this the blooming handsome roses or
wild rose?
Wild roses, yeah. And the Ouija Gypsophilia as well, $16. And of course, that will have also double discount if you are a club member. If you are watching this and you're not a club member, 555, you will become a freedom member, a club member. And then that means that entitles you to have a full year of discounts of 10% usually. But and there are events like this that you are getting double discounts, so 20%, sometimes even more. And the other thing is that you pay £20 for the full year, but you get £10 credited straight away to your account, and then that means that you, in the first purchase, which could be the one-day special, £10 would come off them as well. And the other benefits of being a member is, of course, you get the quarterly magazine with beautiful articles. There was an article, wasn't it, that you did recently on one of the magazines, Kleina?
Oh, I don't know.
I think there was. I mean, I'm pretty sure there was.
I did some for the blog.
Yeah, well, the last year, but yeah. Well, you know, if you are a member, you will get the magazine, and it's full of inspiration. So that's another benefit of being a club member. Also, if you are thinking of coming to the Crafting Live in Peterborough, which is at the end of October, if you're a club member, I think you either get a very massive discount or you go in for free almost. So do make sure to check those details as well for Crafting Live.
Okay.
Look at that.
I guess that's probably your kind of colours.
That is exactly my. You can know me too well. This is absolutely perfect. The thing is, it's a big bag.
Yeah. It's just over. It's about 7 1/4 tall, and it's nearly 9 inches wide.
I mean, this could be. I mean, even for trick or treating, that would be really cool. I mean, especially in this fall colours as well, and it could be perfect as well, like for favors as well. Yeah, and it could be fantastic for flowered chocolates, a hamper.
I wouldn't like to fill that up with chocolates, so you'd have to have quite a lot, wouldn't you? to go in there.
Lots of chocolate.
But I was thinking about what kind of gifts you could put in there, and toiletries.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably even get like quite a big fluffy scarf in there.
A self-care one would be really nice.
Yeah.
Like kind of like pampering things in there.
Yeah.
It would be really lovely. 932-246 is your item number. Thank you so much, Kleina, for that first demonstration. We will be back with Kleina in a second for more demonstrations. Now, nearly a third of the stock has now gone for this. Yeah. And you can see... I just had to say yes because they were asking me if I was okay, and it was like I didn't want to fall over again, so I was making sure, but fingers crossed I don't fall over. Right, now if you want to go for the one-day special, and nearly a third of the stock has now gone. Now it is an incredible collection. Why? Because when it comes to crafting, you know what crafter you are. You may be one of those crafters that want to create beautiful mixed media elements. Maybe you are one that is a paper crafter that wants to create things that are beautiful creations in themselves, cards that are unusual. And this is a one-day special that takes the boxes for that, because they are unusual, the way that you can bring in that kind of comical sense as well, the heart-shaped card. But when you look at some of the decorations, when you look at those beautiful heart elements, when you look at this, I mean, it looks like a wedding cake, doesn't it? When you start thinking about everything that you can do with these boxes in terms of presentation, in terms of gift giving, these are absolutely incredible, aren't they? These are a collection that makes you, you know, like kind of makes you like looking at the, I can do this. I can make my money back because I can make beautiful presents to give away and not have to spend money. When I look at this, and I'm sure you agree with me, you also think about all the possibilities. This is not just one day special that makes heart bags. No. This is a one-day special. I made the hard bags, 3 different sizes of boxes, makes cards as well. You have got the matting and layering dies that will mean that you can mat and layer all the cards. And then you can do things like this, because this is the side panels. So just the same way that you are creating the side panels from, let me grab one of the hard boxes. So this, okay, that makes the side panel, makes this little bit in here, the same as those side panels make this bag as well. Now